Woo! What's going on, guys? It's another episode, and man, you know what's funny? I'm getting used to this thing, and I realized that I didn't take off my wife's name because she streams on Tuesdays, and I still have it saying Sandy Beaches. So this is some stuff we're gonna get into as far as content creation. So guys, let me say this first. This video stream was inspired heavily by there's a guy that I've been talking to just recently. He reached out to me, and I want to show his channel. I'm gonna make him today's spotlight. That's what I think I'm gonna call it. It's today's spotlight. So every day I'll have a spotlight. Let me fix my camera. Again, we're gonna get into this is stuff we should be doing ahead of time, but no one's a professional around here, right? So anyway, two things happened. I'm thinking about changing my name, right? So my gamer tag has always been all purpose champ. I made it when No Mercy came out. That was like early 2000s, I guess. And no, before that actually. But everybody knows me or call me the Cowboy. I put myself as a cowboy now, as you just seen. And what I was thinking is to unify it, right? Maybe I should have it as all-purpose cowboy because I like the APC. The C is for champ, all-purpose champion. But I don't know. So I had a poll. It went up and down, and a lot of people said no, don't do it. We've known you as all-purpose champ forever, but they don't even watch my current content, so they would never call me cowboy. Whereas actually, I'm on here, and you guys know me as cowboy. So anyway, that I was thinking of that, and then this guy, his name is I'm gonna give him a shout out. His name is Fletch. His channel is PSX Cloud. I'm gonna pull it up in a little bit. And so he reached out to me because someone told him to reach out to me because he's trying to get more into streaming. And somebody said, "Hey, talk to Now Your Mama Knows or Anthony or Cowboy." Because he helps out with the Stadia Bash Community Network. And so he reached out to me, and we've been going back and forth. He was actually going to come on today, but he wasn't able to. So I thought, you know what? Let me do a stream about content creation. The good, the bad, the ugly, everything. Let's talk about it. Let's get into it. So with that said, I want to do this real quick. Let's see. I'm still getting used to this thing, guys, so give me a break, all right? But with that said, we're going to come back because content creation, a big part of that is branding. We're going to talk about it right after my intro.
And now, your mama knows.
Bruce, unleash the baby god dragon!
And that's how it goes. All right, so let me go to the chat real quick, and then I'm going to bring on my first guest. So Klimax is in the building. It's your boy Suave Polo. The Klimax is in the building. Let's see. He says still working. Got you, got you. Jers is in the building. Cool. Jers, would love to get you on here. You have a great story as far as content creation. Out of all the people I know, you got like this really good microphone. So you will be a really good person to explain about setups and how you feel about that. Because I would love to get a lot of different perspectives. My guy, Bruce Campbell, is the guy who put together this music for me for my intro. So we're going to talk about it all. It's pretty cool. Thank you very much, Jers. Appreciate it. All right, so I'm going to bring in right now a good buddy of mine that's been planning to bring his channel out for some time now. So I think this is pretty cool to hear from him, as he's an inspiring upcoming content creator, and he's been seen all around. So he's very familiar with content creation. He pretty much does it without doing it. So my guy, none other than the man who could be seen from galaxy to galaxy or in the snowy rotunda, my guy, your guy, the accent guy, Hope.
Do you know what? I was just laughing before when you actually said you're going to change APC to all-purpose Cowboy. Because for out of nowhere, my brain just went back to, remember like the WWE days with Bradshaw when he had like the AP.
Yeah, it's APA.
Yeah, and I straight away just thought to myself, wow, how weird it came when I just heard the APC. It just remembered me of the APA, and I thought, wow.
Acolyte Protection Agency.
So as a person who represents a lot of people, like upcoming, people who want to become creatives, that's what I just thought of straight away. But it's nice to be invited on, because yes, I've been, for the last 2 years, I've actually wanted to become a creator, but I've always been put off. But that doesn't mean I've actually not invested in the stuff to be it.
Yeah, what's cool with you is you've been talking about it for a while. You've been little by little, piece by piece, putting stuff together. But you've been all over the place, right? So you've been, man, Cloud Gaming Xtreme in our community is one of the top shows, and you're on there often giving your opinions, your advice, your knowledge. And so that right there is like top tier, right? You're always on here with me, just shooting the breeze, giving your feedback.
Well, I was heavily inspired years ago by the PlayStation blogs. And then when the PlayStation 3 came out, I was always like known on the PlayStation blogs, and I was just always floating around, talking about gaming. And then as it evolved into Cloud, I was always there, like, just speaking to, Wingy on his, or a lot of the creators in Stadia when they were actually low key, or Cloud Gaming Xtreme, Sunny, Stadia Cast, and just a lot of people. I was just so consumed by absorbing these personalities and wishing to be like them. But then as I was actually joining in with their community plays and speaking to them and stuff like that, they started to get to know my name. So I thought they were always saying to me, "Glad Hoults, just dive right in and actually become a creator." And I did. I started investing in what I believed was the right way to go. But they would all say, "No, Hoults, you don't need this tech. You don't need this hardware," which we'll get into. You just need to just dive right in and become a personality. So I feel like where I come from might be actually help a few content creators going forward.
Yeah, that's a great perspective. Let me ask you this though: do you feel that you necessarily need a drive to do this, or can you just say, you know what, everybody's doing it, let me get a laptop and do it? What's your opinion?
No, you definitely need a drive. You need to have something that you believe that will captivate an audience, because it's great to say I want to do it, but if your heart's not in it, you're going to actually dive in and fail. So that's like me. I always wanted to be part of a content creator for years, but then I've never put the interest to actual start. I'm all up there going, "Oh, I've got the hardware. Oof, I've put these creative ideas down. Oof, I've got this idea for this, part." And then I've never put pen to paper, should I say. And I've always just disheartened myself. So you have to have a passion to click.
I agree. Now, here's the thing. I think people could do it without a passion, but you know what happens? And you and I, man, we've seen many people quit,
Well, that's what was my concern, is because, like, for example, there was a lot of content creators in the Stadia community that I literally adored. I thought to myself, I am looking forward to hearing these guys becoming big content creators in the cloud space, because I believed it was a new space at the time, that it wasn't overshadowed by a lot of other hardware and other places. And I just love the voice, I love the image, I love what they put into their content, and they dropped out. And when they dropped out was put it on me that I thought to myself, well, if they're dropping out because they're downhearted, they put a downhearted on myself. So I believe that you have to actually keep that passion for yourself going without letting anyone else influence you. And of course, if you put that passion in and love and you tender this, content creation will actually grow.
I agree. Yeah, you. I think it goes back to what you said. You have to have your certain drive, and when I say drive, I don't mean, guys, you don't have to say I want to have 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. I want to make $215.70 a month. You just should know or have an ideal of what you want your content to be. So start off there, right? Hey, what do I want my content to be? What's the ideal for my channel or whatever my content is, whether it's just a podcast on the radio, and then you go from there. Here's what's really important, I think. Never be afraid of change. Never be afraid to say, you know what, I'm gonna switch it up. Don't feel that like, oh, I failed because I switched it up. No, man, keep doing it. You know, when I decided I wanted to try to get my channel monetized, I started Googling and searching everything, and some of the main, not the main, but the people who know it all, right? Like legit know it all, like vidIQ and all of them. They would say, do a lot in the beginning, but figure out what you're good at, what you're best at, and that's what your channel should be. So I kind of deviated from the plan, and I kind of still do everything, and I know it probably hurts my channel at times, but I was doing it for 9 years before I decided, hey, this is something I wanted to pursue as far as financial or get monetized. Let's say that, right? So I'm still hard-headed, sticking to my ways, but that's what I want to do. So that is what make me want to do it every day, because I'm doing what I want to do.
Well, at least you've done it over, like, you've got a track record of 9 years. I remember going to a gig and this YouTube thing boomed back in the day, like over a decade ago. And I remember speaking to my sister-in-law's younger sister, and she was like, oh, you should become a content creator. That's the way it is. You can so speak about anime and gaming. And I was like, no one cares about that. Who cares about podcasts? Who cares about these interviews? Right. And I thought to myself, why didn't I just do it 10 years ago when it was like the height of joining?
Right. I actually said something to somebody the other day. I said, I wish I did this 10 years ago. I literally said that. So I wish I did this 10 years ago, because I would already been into it. I would already had my foot in there, and I would have grown as it grew, you know?
Yeah, and you have to look at it that, you know, we've over the decade, haven't stopped talking about like our core hobbies like gaming or wrestling. So imagine you applied that 10 years ago, right. You'd actually have a user base, and you think to yourself, wow. But, you know, hindsight, we don't have a time machine. We can't go back. So yeah. I guess it is what it is.
It's even like I MC. I'm a part-time MC. And I was like, man, I wish I did this 10 years ago. Like, dude, I'm 45 now. You know, I started doing it maybe 5 years ago, something like that. But it'd been cool if I was doing it, you know, even before that. But and the crazy thing is, so I was doing content creation for 9 years, just, you know, doing pranks on my kids and my wife, and, you know, whatever, recording my kids, and then some gaming. And now it's I just celebrated 1 year of being monetized on the 30th, January 30th. So and it took me a year to do that. So I guess I've been doing content creation for 11 years now. So it's been pretty cool. But let me go to the chat. I see my guy Ryzak is in the building. It's always great to see you, my guy Ryzak. Good to see you, man. Literally making my way through God of War. Oh, the 2018. That's a great game. So Bruce is here, chilling like a villain, and you know, Klimax.
So for a bit of fun in chat, you can see on my shirt, I am your fill in the blanks in chat, and see what we can get as the funniest comment.
That's it. Well, being that the month it is, Holt, I'm gonna say your shirt says I am your Valentine, but don't tell me. Let's wait and see what people say. But that's gonna be my guess. So guys, make sure you fill in the blank for Holt's shirt. I am your blank. Let's see. So you figure you start off, you get an ideal of, okay, hey, I want to be a personality. I want to talk about video games. I want to talk about wrestling. I want to have a podcast. I want to do shows with guests. You figure out what you want to do. And then after that, what would you say you would do next?
Well, I'll tell you what not to do is, for example, is I always thought my perspective was to go and get a logo, was to go and get some designs, we're going to get some themes, pay themes, and have stuff like really customized to my personality. That's not the way to go. And do not go onto YouTube and actually realize what these like people with sponsored links, what they're telling you to buy. They'll be telling you, oh, you need this XYZ dollars of microphones, you need these key lights and this webcam, DLSR and XLR microphones. So just ignore that. You just need to dive right in and trying to get your personality projected to the fan base and actually start speaking how you want to speak on chat, because that's not going to help you if you've got the best microphone, the best light, and you start going
That's true.
you get stage fright. I think what the best thing to do is start practicing your personality, how you want to project to the fan base.
Yeah,
Before you start investing literally hundreds to thousands of dollars in tech, which that is exactly what I done. I was like, oh yeah, I want this logo, oh I want this, I want that, and it doesn't help you one bit.
Yeah. I think one thing you said is super important is practice makes perfect. And you're right. You just jump in there and you find yourself like you might change a bunch of different times, right? So it makes sense to jump in, right? When you got your ideal and you say, okay, this is what I really want to do. Once you commit, this is what I want to do, then just do it, right? Create your channel, come up with a name first, create your channel, and then just start doing what you plan on doing, and you'll grow and get better. You're right, you know?
And what I actually found is, I can speak on other people's podcasts and panels and stuff like that. But what I realised that when I started recording my game footage offline, I started then swearing more, or I'm thinking it was actually funny, but that's not going to project well to your audience. So I feel like putting a bit of confidence and start practicing just to yourself and realise what you're actually going to speak without getting demonetized is actually a good thing. So, practice makes perfect.
Yeah, I definitely agree. So you figure, well, let me do this. At this time, let me pull up, let's see. It's PSX is the name of his channel. And his name is Fletch. And again, I just met him. Like literally, we've been talking for a couple days. And I said, hey, dude, you want to break your fear or whatever, or you want to get out there more, just jump on the show, come chat with me. I'm gonna shout you out and blah, blah, blah. So let's go take a look at his channel. And I'll put us at the top. I've been kind of liking that. And check out his channel. So it says PSX Cloud, right? And I'm going to subscribe because I didn't subscribe yet. So I'm subscribing live. And he's actually live right now. Let's see. Giveaway Rainbow Six.
So is he PlayStation focused? I mean, straight away heading PSX.
No,
that's what I thought.
That's what I was thinking too. But no, he told me that he does Stadia and everything. Here, I was watching a video of his. Which one was it?
Because when I seen that like Stadia control, I was like, oh, threw me off.
Yeah, it definitely threw me off too. Let's see, he got Game Pass stuff on here. Let me find a video I was watching. It was really, really a really good video. I thought he was really articulate in his talking. Wait, is this my history? Oh, I'm on my wife's. Wait, am I on her profile? Yeah, I am. Wait, how is my thing on here? All right, I'm so confused.
That Sandy Beaches, he's taking over your streams and now your Google and
your
your YouTube.
Wait. Hold up. All right, here we go. I'm like, wait, why am I All right, here we go. Check this out, guys.
Released, I have to say I really enjoyed the world of CD Projekt Red were trying to make. There are numerous Easter eggs and details across the game, as to be expected. However, I wanted to highlight one in particular.
So this video, he was going through a bunch of Stadia games, and he was actually finding like Easter eggs or random things.
Yeah, I feel what he's done
So
is
a man
he's made a
with a
collection
cat
of these
in a fridge.
references in these games, and then he's actually created something, because I don't think he's off the bat. I don't think he's found them himself. I don't think he's actually
Right,
thinking. Yeah. He's actually created maybe some side notes to go off and points of reference, and he's actually collaborated this into one video, which is a good way to do it, because it's better to be prepared than actually sitting there on screen going, what should I play next? Which game should I do? Which point should I follow?
Yeah, check this out.
This is almost certain.
Skip up a little bit. Oh, he's doing Destiny. Okay.
Our next game, Zombie Army 4, is the brilliant World War II zombie game brought to us by the developers of Rebellion. This game has you fighting various Nazi zombies as they come back from the dead to take over the world. Early in this game, there is an Easter egg referencing a very popular Netflix TV show. If you go into this room on the first mission within the game, you can find some mysterious lights and letters underneath. If you follow the pattern, which I'll do now, you'll unlock a safe nearby.
Oh, wow. I gotta see this real quick.
I thought that was funny, because I was going to say my recoil's terrible, and he actually missed the last light.
This
I was
is
like,
definitely a reference to
something
Stranger Things, and a scene in which Will tells Joyce to run.
Oh, that was cool.
What should I do? How do I get to you? How do I find you? What should I do?
Oh, Stranger Things. Oh, that's cool.
Now, we're going to take a look at the fantastic...
Wow, that's pretty cool. The fact that somebody put that together. That's pretty cool. So anyway, guys, that's his channel. Yo, look who it is. If it isn't the sheriff. You know what? Why didn't I even think of putting the link in the chat myself? Or did I put it in earlier? Let me see something. Thought I did. Oh yeah, I did. Yeah, the link is in there, Sheriff. Let me pin it.
Yeah, because I was thinking that's how I joined through the chat. So
yeah, I'm like, wait a minute. Yeah, the link is there. I just pinned it, so just jump on in. Good conversation. But here, let me. I'm gonna throw his channel in here if you guys want to check him out. It seems like he has pretty cool content. If you want to, subscribe to his channel. There it is, right there. But yeah, I plan on putting out more of his content and tweeting him out and stuff. I just love the fact that he said John and Ninja Guy told him about me, and so that's how he found out about me. And yeah, I just want to help him out. So I'm looking to help and if, whether you want to say, oh, you want to do it under the moniker of the Stadia Bash Community Network, we kind of scaled back a lot. Whereas that's why we don't call it network anymore. We just call it community. We just want to make it a lot more simple. Hey, if you want us to shout your stuff out, just inbox me and say, hey, can you tweet me out or whatever? And be happy to do that.
Community sounds a lot friendlier, of course, than network, because like with a community, that's what it should be. We all should be helping each other out. If someone's got a question, we should be, or someone goes, how can I do this with Melon? We all help each other out, or we say, can you spare some time to join on this panel, or maybe we have. So I think community is a great approach to have the network.
Yeah, that's definitely how I looked at it. And I wanted to change it because we did have a moniker like it's a club, right? You're in this personal club and you guys can't be in the club, right? And it's our club versus your club. And so, it turned a lot of people away. And so I wanted to get away from that. But I feel like it's so loose now. It's just like, hey, whatever you're streaming, let me know and I'm gonna tweet it out. And hey, let's follow this person if you're free, and it's just, I feel like that's how it should be. But it's more on you though, the content creators. More like, hey, you still got to do the work to, tweet yourself out and tell people about you as well. Because now it's not like, oh, Monday these people are streaming. It's more like, we'll throw it out there here.
So they haven't actually have people like you, Ray, Ninja Nap, Spectre, sorry, actually, tweeting out, helping them out. So it's better to say you're more than welcome to join the community, but you have to put the work in by, sort of referencing yourself and.
Right. Yeah. I mean, I still do it, but It might be a day. Like I honestly, Holtz, I used to sit at work and watch watch everyone's video to make sure I was tweeting them out the moment they went live, right? And it was like, dude, I did this for over a year now. It's like, all right, or for like close to a year. It was like 10 months when we decided to make the change. And it was like, all right. At this point, it's like we're all in this together. Let's feel like we're in this together, and it's not one person just working behind the scenes. But Ace, here is the link, man. It's in the chat. If you want to jump on in, feel free. Oh, Jersey's coming on. Good stuff. So I'm gonna bring in right now Jersey's finest. Wait, I live in Jersey, and I thought I was Jersey's finest.
I know
But anyway,
everyone your state is from Jersey. I'm like, which one is the Jersey finest?
who's the Jersey finest? Why I can't be Jersey's finest? Well, he's Jersey's finest 186, also known as Chill Gamer. What's going on, Jers?
What's up? What's up?
Nothing, man. We're just talking about the subject of content creation, and as you know, it could be trying. It could be sometimes you got to take a break, like you did yourself. Hopefully, you could tell your story, and if you can, since you're jumping in here, want to tell us your story of how you got into content creation.
Well, I first got into content creation in 2019. But I wanted to do it like 2011, 2012, man.
Gotcha.
Because back then, as everybody knows, man, like everybody used to watch streams. You know what I mean? Like when Twitch just popped off, and then YouTube was there was a lot more viewers than doers, if that makes sense,
Definitely.
right? So now you got everybody trying to make it to the top. I mean, like Dr. Disrespect, his story was crazy, but my story goes like this. I can agree with Hoults. A lot of people told me, don't worry about the equipment, man. That comes later. So I said, you're right, but I like to give my all right now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like go hard or go home. So like I used to stream with just the webcam and the PS4 chat, and it was garbage. It was garbage, bro. It was like, hello. Like it was a weird echo in the room. I was like, dude, I got to upgrade my stuff. So then I got a little snowball mic, $50. You know what I mean? It was a little bit better. And the software, you can OBS and stuff like that. You can, have filters to compress all that audio. It sounds really good. But yeah, lo and behold, I upgraded a little bit more, and here we are. But then, so now I make content for Chill Gaming, my gaming news channel, Jersey's Finest, me of a little bit more personality, a little on a personal level. So yeah, it's going good. My friends do criticize my videos a lot because I used to say a few times, like So you know what I mean? There it is. You know what I'm saying? Because if you don't write a script, right? Because people don't like to be fake, but you have to write a script of your own opinion to make it sound professional. That's just the way it goes.
Right. And
yesterday I didn't write a script, but I did not say one time. My first video, I did not say
So what's going on, Black Dragon? A personal friend of mine. What's going on? What I want to say is this too. I want people to watch this and realize there are different. Don't be me. Don't be Hoults. Don't be Jers. Find yourself, because there's a lot of different type of content creators out there. And we started the show off saying, figure out what you want to do first, right? So when the guy Fletch I just put up there, you could tell he was like had his stuff down, like Holt said, he had it written down, everything, right? Me and Cloud like to say, we don't like to rehearse anything, right? I usually say I'm better when the camera. I'm like when The Rock, they finally let The Rock ad lib, right? He was really good. That's kind of like me. I might say but I feel like I'm just flowing. Like even when
Cowboy, Can you do me a favor? Can you show people my video I made yesterday, my very last video I made on Chill Gaming?
Yes, I can.
Give them an idea of what I do.
Yeah. I was a little mad at Cloud the other day. Remember when you made the little video, a frog, and you said, Cloud, can you put that on there? He's like, I don't have it. I'm thinking like
he doesn't. I don't think he knows how. Right off the rip. He's learning, but he's not all there yet.
Like, share the screen, man. Come on, you can share that. Let me see. I watch a lot of stuff. I just want to look at my history.
No, it just nerves when you're sort of helping another creator out, because I got asked to actually start a panel for some other creator, and I was like, oh, my keyboard just broke off my stand, my internet is sort of playing up today, and I was like, it was all true, but I didn't want to impact his stream by actually hosting it. So I was more than welcome to join, but I didn't want to take reins, and I didn't want to actually click on share and stuff like that, because a few people are nervous. But I'm happy, the more confidence you get, the more you can do it.
Yep.
Oh, I went to the wrong video. No, that is your video. Okay.
See, and that's the concern. What happens if I click on the wrong window? My URL hasn't been cleared.
Listen, man, you know what? You have to. Oh wait, chill. Not the 46-second one, right?
No, it's the last one. It's the hold on.
Yeah, 4 minutes 27 seconds. I got you.
Yeah,
I got you.
but the money stat.
I'm on it. I'm on it.
That video, man, real quick. People just didn't ask the one question, and they were like, "Jersey, being a Sony pony, bro. Come on, you're doing better than that." I was like, "I'm just spitballing the idea of the possibility."
Right. Yeah, this is the one that says Sony acquiring Bungie was a great move after all, right?
Yeah, after all, yeah. With the
Guys,
money
check
stack.
this out. I'm gonna throw this up, but before I do that, real quick, I don't want to hold him behind too much because he only got 20 minutes. My guy Ace, aka the Sharon.
Good. What is good? What are y'all talking about, man?
So today, actually, Ace is pretty cool. We're just talking about content creation. What does it mean to be a content creator? What's some of the struggles, the good, the bad, the ugly? And before I play your video, Jerz, I know Ace said you only got 20 minutes, right?
Sure, yeah.
Right. So I'm definitely gonna play your video, but let me get into this. Ace, out of everybody on the panel, man, your success, Jerz, I don't know if you know, but Ace was one of the pioneers of cloud gaming. He was around in the beginning, and his channel just reached over 10,000 subscribers. And I literally watch their podcast every single Saturday. If I don't catch it on live, I watch it because it's really good, and they cover everything, right? Even though sometimes I feel like they be hating on Stadia, my platform of choice, but I love it because they put out a great content. So hey,
we keeping it real with Stadia?
Whatever, man. Well, you call it keeping it real, I call it hating. It is what it is. But Ace, real quick, because I know you haven't much time to go, I would love, if you don't mind, could you share a little bit of you getting into content creation? Like, did you jump in and say, okay, I need to have the bells and whistles? Did you say, I just want to be, just put myself out there? Because you're well established now. So could you give us some, some of your insight?
Yeah, no, we're getting there, man. Still got a long road to climb. But no, just I would say with any content creator, it's about like getting started, man. People always ask like, what do I need to do? Turn your camera on, hit record, and go, right? Just get. Like I have people who are like they make like grand plans of actually starting a YouTube channel or creating content, and I need to buy this camera, I need to buy this. Just hit the record button, dude, and just get going. Put out one content and improve from there. That would be just my advice, man. Just get started and be committed to it. Especially like with YouTube, it's all about like consistency, Just if it's once a week, just make sure you hit that once a week target. If you want to do multiple days in a week, make sure you hit that. The algorithm picks up on consistency. So I would say, get started, be consistent with it, and improve your quality as time goes on. That's pretty much it.
Good stuff, man. Let me ask you this: Did you well, here's what's crazy. Wait. Let me back up. I just found out that I used to watch you before I knew who you was. I heard you. Okay, well, anyway,
no, it's all good. It's all good.
So, everybody was into a Cody at some point, the Fire Stick. Yeah. And I used to always watch Fire Stick builds, and it never hit me till I seen you on somebody else's podcast and you mentioned it. I was like, oh my God, that's where I know him from. I used to be like, oh, I could do your Cody for you.
Yeah.
And I would watch this video and do it.
Yeah.
Wow, I learned something new, Ace. I thought you came from like the Nintendo. I thought you came back from the Nintendo background as well. I thought it was like you played Nintendo games and that.
It's quite interesting because like if you look at our channel now, like we have a lot of how-to videos, right? Like how to get Stadia running this, that came from all of the Cody, because that's pretty much what we did, like just showcasing how to get this running and, Cody that, so I learned a lot from creating content then and in a way brought it over here, but yeah.
Cool,
back in the days, man.
So let me play a little clip of Jer's video. He wanted me to show because what he was talking about, Ace, is Some people like to write scripts, like you said. Some people, like me, I would probably never have a script. It's just me, right? But Jers gets real perfect. Look at his mic. Like, come on, man. Jers, how much that mic cost, man? Like, don't even tell me.
230.
Yeah.
Sorry, 1 sec.
Nope, not a problem. So let me throw this up here real quick, Jers.
Are future multiplayer exclusives on the horizon for PlayStation? Let's get into it.
I was like, whoa, look at the new intro.
Hey, what is up, all my chill gamers? So last night I came across an article that really deserves attention from Jim Ryan himself. Now, I was reading the article and I was just like, okay, this is cool. But then I read it again and again, and I said to myself, wait a minute, there's some underlining things here that needs to be addressed. So without further ado, let's jump right in. Bungie's successful track record in multi-format publishing and live game services will assist us in realizing our ambition.
Just reading that part. Let me get to you.
Yeah, it's like right there. Multiplayer game our own, because it's been a long time. I mean, look at Xbox, man. They are the multiplayer beasts. They got Halo, Gears of War, and Forza Horizon 5 that can all be played single player, co-op, and online multiplayer. So I hope that PlayStation Studios, with the help of Bungie and all the other teams, they can actually make exclusive multiplayer games for PlayStation. That'll be great. I think that's the underlying issue here. I think.
Yeah, that was good, man. So you pretty much, so if you don't mind, right? So did you like write a script? And,
no, that one though was just spitballing, man,
no,
top of my head.
Yeah, that's what you said. Yeah.
Yeah. So like I always do, I always read the news and I kind of give my little elaboration, opinion about it real quick. But
Right.
My friends was like, George, you got to spit more of your real opinion about it. Don't just talk like 30 seconds to a minute, but really for like 3 or 4 minutes, really get a real feel for the article and like, how do you really feel? So that's what I'm really going to be working on, because, if you just sit in front of a mic, you're like, yeah, man, so Sony did this and I remember this, but yeah. So you have to like, sometimes you have to get your thoughts together, even repeat it back and forth in your head. Even that may not, be helpful, but yeah, writing some things down, summarizing some stuff, and just really like just getting a really just glance at it every now and again, just like, okay, you pause. And plus you can always go back and edit a little bit, you know what I mean, if you kind of messed up like I did there. I don't know if you guys heard it, but I kind of, I kind of edit my words there. It said PlayStation and I messed up and I said studios to start it out, so there was a little bit glips there and I forgot to mute the thing. So I'm working on it, man. It's just, it came with time, and this was within the year. Like my first video on Chill Gaming was so whack. It was whack. It was a podcast, me and my brother. I didn't know what we were doing. We're just talking gaming and stuff like that. I even made my own, my real intro. I made that intro. You know what I mean? So it was like a 45-second intro. So
that's pretty cool. My guy Paul said that mic hella crisp.
Yeah, man. Thank you.
And we got my boy Black Dragon. I seen somebody, I didn't watch a video, but somebody said the FTC, he said the FCC may put the brakes on the Microsoft acquisition, Activision acquisition. So we'll just have to see.
70 billion. Yeah, they're gonna freaking slow that down real quick.
We'll see.
About trust thing or something like that. I don't know, the Trust Act. I don't know, something like that. I didn't really look into that crap.
Yeah,
it's not my money.
Yeah, it's not my money. If it happens, it happens. But it is exciting, though. It is exciting. But to get back to the content creation, so it is really cool, man. I just want people to know that you just find yourself, and you don't have to be everybody else, but you gotta find your way. But I feel like getting your toes in there, getting your toes wet, is probably the best way to do it. And also, if you realize it's not for you, then then it is what it is.
I think a lot of people on YouTube and stuff like that glamorize it with, like we just mentioned, about the hardware and stuff like that. So people think I'm going to have to go out and get a 4K 60 FPS camera, but what your streaming software is only doing 1080, and then people are looking at these mics that like, oh yeah, you need a mixer, you need XLR cables and stuff like that, and it's like, okay, yeah, but you lose that fidelity when you start actually working with Twitch and YouTube compression. So even though it looks great, if you're just doing it for streaming, you don't need all that. So focus on the budget that you can actually afford to do and actually dive right in.
Yeah, I think that's pretty good too. Like, you stick within your own means. Now let me ask you guys this. I hear people say this a lot. I'm not in it for the money. Let's talk about that. Is it important for you to get a paycheck?
Yes, of course. I mean, when starting off, I would love someone to just give me a free game. If someone could just give me a free, AAA game to sort of represent my thoughts, I'll be happy with that. But as time goes on, with time, effort, I would love to be paid if it's going to be a full-time or sort of half-time commitment. So it is about popularity and money.
All right. What about you, Jers?
Well, I mean, money's good. Money's always good. But right now, as a small content creator, like all of us are, I don't think it matters right now. Like your boy Ace, right now to him, it's probably like more of a business model.
Right. Yes. Whenever
doesn't
he
mean,
talks,
right? Yeah, but it doesn't mean that he's not going to lose heart and dedication and passion of his content, right? So there it is. You have to, like Holt said, you have to have that drive. You have to have that passion and dedication to keep going. I'm very small, and I'm like, I don't know how Cloud beat me, but he beat me. So I'm like, okay, I got you. So he's asking me like, yeah, he's building my ambition up higher.
Well, you know what I think though, Jers? You got to think about it, though. You're doing two things at once, bro. Like
yeah. Well, I mean, you're right.
Yeah,
but I slow down with Jersey.
Dude, you're literally putting out content for two different channels, and it's two different types of content. That's a lot more work.
Well, Jersey, I put that on hold for now. My Jersey's fine. Is because I think I might, because I as you guys know, a lot of people know that I have the Gold XLR, and PS5 and Sony didn't add the optical port like an a-hole that they are, making everything so complicated. So what I actually had to do is buy HDMI audio extractor, and it cost me $60. And why? Because it's 4K 60 HDR, and I wanted to match my gameplay. So yeah, so I got that. I got the new Chatlink Pro for the Elgato S Plus. I just got last week too. So yeah, Jersey's Fine is going to be all about streaming. Chill Game is all about that gaming news. You know what I mean?
Gotcha. Okay.
So
yeah.
this way is a
But
little easier
of course,
on me.
I love that feel. I mean, I love your camera angle. I love the way your microphone's plugged in. I love the way you got the mixers. You can like 4-channel in and start dropping it out, and it becomes easy use. But as beginners, they don't need that. That's as you sort of developed, isn't it? Really?
Oh, definitely not.
Yeah, some people get intimidated by that. I knew some people who would be like, "Oh, we got to get this and that," and I would watch other people be, "I got to have all of that." So, for instance, the guy Josh Warren, the guy who said, "Dude, why is your channel not monetized? You've been doing it for 9 years." It's like, I don't care about it. So we talk about money. I was doing it for 9 years and could care less. 9 years, never even thought about it until I met him. And so when I met him, I was going to his studio because they did a live podcast, and they recorded it. Well, it wasn't live, so they recorded a podcast. He had the big bricks that you plug in the microphones. So chill, you probably know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
With the the wobbly lines and all the the high the upscale stuff, right? And so I was like, man, it's intimidating looking at this stuff, and I realized I gotta go with what I have, right? Because I'm not gonna break the bank, and I've been doing it for so long, and I never even cared about making money, right? So let me just ease into this thing. But I did give myself that 1 year goal. But I think people have to, I think Hoults is saying is stay in your lane first, because first of all, and me and Hoults, because bro, we see so many people quit. If I wrote a list of people who stopped doing it, imagine if they all spent.
Was this people from Stadia or something like that, streaming or making content for Stadia?
Yeah, it's definitely some Stadia content creators, or a lot of people doing cloud gaming. And it just wasn't end up not being for them, because first of all, cloud gaming is not popular. So let's say you like Stadia, bro. Stadia get hit every day. It's trash. It don't work. This or that. So people get discouraged. And then once GFN started becoming popular and xCloud, and then you got somebody leave Stadia for that, and then it's just all this bickering and fighting. And some people's like, yo, I can't handle it. So I can imagine that person who spent $500 on equipment or more. It's like, damn, hopefully they still use it. But I just feel like finding yourself is more important. And then jump in there. I was thinking about it. I was listening to my stream last night because I added my timestamps. I'm like, damn, why did my mic sound like that? And I was thinking like, all right, it's about time for me to buy a mic. But but I've been doing it for so long without spending that extra money.
It's good that you just mentioned about microphones, because as you start actually getting along with your streams, you have to become more willing to learn. Because when you look at like an input mixer, if you look at a mixer, it's very scary to look at it, and you've got like phantom noise and your compressions and pops and all this stuff, that it's not just something you should buy. You should actually invest your time to actually learn how sound interfaces work. And when you look at like OBS and stuff like that, when you jump in straight away, it's very intimidating. So you should actually learn the time. And then, of course, if you want the best visuals and audio, I'm going to name a few. You got, Adobe Premiere and Auditions and DaVinci, and I'm sure you can roll off quite a lot, but you have to invest the time to start learning these softwares. It's not just something you can just, if you want to grow, you have to start putting practice in your software and hardware.
Yeah, definitely. I probably, all jokes aside, I probably watched about 30 hours of OBS videos, man, to finally get my OBS to where I wanted.
Damn, 30 hours.
Bro, I was watching video because I kept having issues. Now, part of my issue was, so I jumped in this, I didn't know much, right? And I thought because Stadia was cloud, I could use any laptop and stream it, right? It's nothing on my hardware, right? Why doesn't it work? So for my birthday, the first year of Stadia, I bought a Lenovo laptop for like $400, right? I'm like, this should be it, right? Because I'm hearing that you could play Stadia on anything, right? So yeah, I could play it, but I was like, why am I not able to stream to YouTube? It was crashing all the time. And then I was like, what is bit rate? Bro, I knew nothing. What is the bit rate?
I have the answer.
I didn't get any of that. And I was just watching videos. I tried, it wouldn't work. And I didn't realize it was my laptop. And I was trying.
Yeah, it was the CPU and RAM, buddy.
It was my laptop.
Yeah.
And I realized like, oh, so that's why I ended up getting this laptop that I don't need, because I was like, okay, my thing is like, yo, I always want to go hard or go home, right? Now, so then when I started to learn a little bit, I was like, all right, I need an SSD because people say that's a big thing. I gotta be 144 hertz because they say that's what you should get, and I end up getting it.
Absolutely.
So, see, I was listening to people like you,
or people go, okay, I can go to like the budget level and have low RAM. But they don't realize that software and even Chrome browsers and stuff like utilize RAM. So you go, okay, why can't I stream my Stadia experience? Because you've got crap. You need to actually have a good entry level, not just an entry level you believe is sufficient.
And plus, when you have I think Hoults knows this, and a lot of people in the chat already do. Cowboy, when you have a graphics card in a laptop or PC, you can actually stream through that instead of the CPU. Right. And then the cloud Stadia can stream through the CPU, and then it's not like compressed and overwhelmed.
Yeah, when I was watching all the videos, and they was like, "Oh, do NVENC, a new NVENC, and all that stuff because of all that stuff."
And it worked out for you, right?
No.
What do you mean? No, the new laptop, it worked out then, right?
Oh yeah, I mean that's what I've been using.
But then, especially in the clouds, a lot of people are like, I'm going to capture my cloud experience through a Chrome, for example. A tab, and they don't realize that all their extensions and all their cache and stuff like that is slowing down the experience. So you have to start realizing how to utilize what you've got through the browser and stuff like that, because if you're just cluttering your PC, it's going to definitely affect your streams. And if your hard drive's got like a latency, redundancy and stuff like that, it's going to just totally affect it.
You want to know what really grinds my gears though, with even small YouTubers like myself? They didn't look up the know-how of how to go live without going live. You know what I mean? I think Hoults knows this, right? Cowboy, do you know this?
No, I have no clue what you're talking about.
Okay, so since you go live on YouTube, right? And I don't even have to explain because you just like to go live anywhere and just talk and just troll and talk your business, and you still get a lot of views, which is dope. But the thing is, like, if I was making a podcast and I seen this, I'm not gonna call names out here, but I'm just saying I seen a podcast and the guy, he went live and he's like, okay guys, I think we're live. I don't know if we're live. We'll wait like a minute. I'm like, you can hit the record button and make sure everything's good. Or if you're streaming to YouTube, you can hit the unlisted button and go live and nobody can see your video.
Oh, so
then go back and maybe like a minute or two. Wait like a few more minutes so they upload it on YouTube and then watch and then listen. If it's good, go live. There's some things you could do before you even hit the live button.
I think after you do it for so long, I mean, just for me, I kind of know, I mean, this new melon is new to me, but I'm learning it. But after doing it for so long, like, I know what I want to talk about. Like, even when I make my videos, I got an ideal of what I want to do. I'll sometimes, like, I've been doing it on my lunch break recently. Every lunch break for the last couple of days, I know kind of what I want to do. I sit in my car, I record, and then I chop it up. Like you said, I chop it up. Yep. I cut out stuff like, oh, I can't believe I said that, and I get rid of it. But real quick, let me go into the chat, because I noticed Windstar jumped in the building, and my guy, Chariot Man Gaming.
Hey, what's up, man?
Also, guys, you are very welcome to click on the link to jump in. Chariot Man, you have been doing this thing for a while, and I know you're getting close to your 1,000 subscribers. You're really looking forward to that. So definitely, if you want to come in and give us some insight on the cloud, not cloud gaming, but content creation for you. Let's see, my guy Crow Resin is in the building. But interesting to hear from former content creators. Oh yeah, about stopping. Yeah, I would love to. I mean, I'm not gonna say any names, but I'm gonna say this. He's listen, this is true, Jers. My boy right here. So we went to high school together. I used to record everything like this.
Oh no.
And years ago it was that video that said it was like they had little puppets and they called it vertical video syndrome. And he sent that to me, and that little video was hilarious. It was like, listen, dummy, do you go to the movies and is the movie theater built like that? No, your eyes are this way. And after that, I said, I'll never record a vertical video ever again. But that's pretty.
What do you mean vertical? Is that you're talking about looking upwards at you?
Yeah,
or down?
vertical versus horizontal. So a lot of like TikTok is, but so when I remember when TikTok came out, or even Instagram, I was like, yo, this is like the most trash app. Like, who takes pictures and records stuff like that? But a lot of people do that. So I would, like, when I would do weddings, I host weddings, I would see like a group of people, and it'd be one lady trying to fit all these people. And I would just walk up and say, hey, ma'am. She's like, huh? Turn your phone like that. Turn your phone like that. She was like, oh, it would drop. But I used to do it too. So it's funny that he said that. But
you see, like positioning of your webcam and stuff like that, because sometimes a lot of people don't have actually the mount to put on top of your display or whatever, arms, and usually they put their webcam tilting up at them, and like that's the worst profile you could actually have for the camera, and everyone's you're sort of looking down at people going, hello, welcome to the stream. So once again, you have to start to learn positioning of your equipment and stuff like that. And especially like even with me now, it depends on where your microphone is, you could probably hear breathing. So
yo,
you have
who does that? Doc Dork. He's like, yo guys, tell me
so you have to start realizing your distance, don't you?
You know what I mean? Perpendicular, Doc. Come on.
Yeah, so I'm a mouth breather and stuff like that, so I have to realise that I usually take a breath before I speak. Because of my accent, I can speak before I take another breath. But for a lot of people, they're like, so no PlayStation news.
Hey, Jared, do you got the Note 20 Ultra?
Yes, I do.
Oh, how did he know that? My boy Gene is always, we've always been in the phones, but he said Jared's with the Note 20 Ultra.
Because you could tell by the camera lens.
Oh, got you. Okay. That's what's up.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, we was big phone guys. So anyway, so we talked about the beginning, finding yourself. Jers gave great insight about why you should actually spend money, because I think that is a part of it too. Why you should actually, because think about it, I did upgrade this laptop to do what I wanted to do, right? Or I got a new laptop, so I can't say I never spent money. I spend money when I feel is needed, But I am thinking about a mic now.
There was a lot of things with that though. When I wanted to do a podcast like 2.5, 3 years ago, and we were just getting started, I was reading comments and I was trying to look for small podcasters, and I found some. Somebody had like 20 subscribers, 100, and their audio was crap and their audio was crap. Some had great video, crazy audio. So I'm like, this is why I have to upgrade. And I was like, I told my brother, I was like, yo, we have to do something. We can't just talk into these little ass mics and try to talk like, you saying, man, hi, yeah, like that's a different kind of level of audio. So I'm trying to be more on a professional, trying to like be funny or whatever, serious or whatever, game, whatever, but have a good audio, because people love good audio, man. You can just shut your camera off, but they can still listen. You know what I mean? So audio is everything.
That is true. What do you think, Hoults? What's more important, your audio or your video?
No, it's both great. I mean, of course, but I would go with audio if you are sort of shy and you're sort of developing, because I think people can just sort of switch their screens off or sort of open another tab without actually focusing actually what you're doing, and especially from a podcast setting, you know what I mean? Especially if you actually using different destinations you put on Spotify and stuff like that, audio is always going to be the best way to sort of relate. But I think what actually a good thing for starter people who are broadcasting is, help your socials. Start telling about your equipment. Start talking about you. Start speaking about your passions. So when people actually start clicking links, it doesn't matter if it's on Twitch and YouTube, they can start relating to you than actually just seeing you as a personality. So I feel like the more you can express about your experience with streaming, the more people can actually like you. So I feel like before you start buying hardware, use what you've got, because usually when you see on YouTube a lot of people that are sort of telling you to go hundreds of dollars, and I feel like there is gains in each category, so like $50, $100, $200. So feel comfortable with what you've got. Then when you've actually went into that entry level, then populate your socials with information about yourself. Then develop your sort of stage presence, and then as time goes on and people start liking you, and you start to learn the software, and you start to getting like, I don't know, little tips, then you can start investing in your more stage presence.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. I'm so about personalities. Yeah, you could have the greatest your video, right? You could put out really good material, right? Let's say you do news, right? But and it's just me, so I might be different, right? But I think what Jer said is important to me. He said now he's trying to make sure, and his friends told him, give a little opinion, right? Because and sometimes I watch news stuff, right? And I feel like anybody could do that, right? If you're just gonna only, like, it turns me off a little bit. If you're gonna only just say, Microsoft bought or Microsoft is trying to acquire Activision Blizzard for 68.7 billion, and then move on, right? And which is cool, but chances are I heard that story already, right? I'm really just watching it again. I've literally watched the same story been told by Jers. I watch your videos. I already know Cloud did it. I did it. But guess what? I like that. I want to hear, oh, what is Jers going to say about it? I wonder how did that hit Jers, right? And so I think just being us is cool. I remember when I used to do a podcast with my buddies, and people like me and my friend Big Mike that I started doing the show with, because we was real authentic. So it'd be like, what happened when you started dating the love of your life? And we would just start adding extra details, and people in the audience was like, oh, they really liked our vernacular. They liked what we were saying. Versus when some of the other people would be like, oh yeah, we met and it was cool. You know, she was hot. And it's like, and she was hot. And so, just being you, I guess, and feeling comfortable to tell what you want to tell, and feeling comfortable to let the audience know how much they want from you, is I think is a good thing to start with.
And of course, don't be afraid to have an opinion that goes different from other people, because a lot of creators, they want the likes, and they don't understand that interaction, people actually staying involved in your video, even if they clicked a downvote and put a nasty comment, actually helps your content creation. So I feel like just be yourself and see how it goes.
Oh yeah, I definitely agree. Listen, man, being a cloud gamer, listen, Hoults, you already know, like, people, we hear it all day. How terrible it is, it doesn't work. I mean, I had a fallout pretty much with my friends. Eugene's in there, and he could tell you, we would go back and forth, all of us in the chat, and everybody, cloud gaming sucks. It's never gonna do nothing. The infrastructure of internet isn't good. Even my friend Justin was on Monday. He was like, oh, I always try to tell Anthony, it's okay, but it's not there yet. And I'm like, that's funny, because I've been playing it for 2 years. I wonder, it's not there. So you got to have that thick skin.
I mean, it's harsh because as me as a grown man, I've been through a lot of experiences in digital and physical and different streaming media and stuff like that. But I've got a nephew who's 8, and he was playing FIFA 22 on Stadia on his iPad over his 5G, and he was having a great experience. And I actually shared my library, and he was actually playing Guardians of the Galaxy on GeForce Now. And when he's actually trying to express himself, how it's running at this tier on this high fidelity frame rates, everyone's like, well, if it's not PlayStation 5, you're crap. And he's trying to explain, like, oh wow, I'm having this great experience and we've all got the same infrastructure in the area, you should try it out. And he's trying to express himself that it actually works. But over time, I'm starting to see that a lot of people, especially on the handhelds, that a lot of kids are sort of adapting it, and it won't be us gamers, it'll be more the younger audience. So I feel like the sooner the better they get on board, the more actually cloud will actually boom.
It's it's rough. Let's get into this though. Let's get into, like, I don't want to call it cyberbullying, but I want to call it, I think it's more like you said, pretty much stick to your guns. But how do you guys ever have a situation where you felt like it was confrontational, or it was like
yes, of
fishy?
course. I was gonna because it's in my mind. I was actually gonna be a content creator in 2020 November. Think about a lot earlier because I was playing with Sunny Cloud Game and I was playing Grid, and I think when Grid released, so it was March 2020. And I was getting a few shout outs from the cloudy community. I was getting Sunny, CGX and stuff like that, and I actually I was playing on my own personal account until I started getting hate mail of why I actually like Stadia and Cloud. So I had to actually sort of remove myself from actually I've still got the same account. It sort of died down now, but I feel like I was getting a lot of hate for a preference that I was preferring, and I wasn't actually projecting to anyone else outside of the cloud experience. But I feel like when people got hold of my user tag, they started impacting me on Facebook and stuff like that, because LinkedIn and stuff, and they started putting nasty messages. So I feel like that if you're going to be a content creator, it's better to step away from your socials, create something new where they can't relate to you or find you, because there's a lot of people that just want to put a message, and it could actually be a dangerous message. So I feel like if you're going to content create, be smart about it and don't actually publicize your actual real persona.
Yeah. No, that is definitely a good thing, man. I mean, everyone has to know them, right? And they have to know we're all built differently, right? I'm gonna get into this later as for probably next, and being inspired to make content. But to stick on this topic, yeah, I mean, there's always going to be someone who's going to disagree, right? Real quick, this is along the lines. My first viral video, which I call the first video that ever got more than 1,000 views, right? Doc Dark is in the building. What's up, Doc? Doc, join us if you like, man. We're talking about content creation. If you want to at least give some people feedback as far as how did you get into content creation? What does it mean to you? Stuff like that. You're personally like my content creation idol. I kind of like your flow of your channel, or at least how your views go. You put out a video and like an hour later you got 1,000 views. I think it's cool. You got people who follow you, which is, I always said this, I could say, I've always said this. So, but jump on if you can. The link is in the chat pinned. But so I made a video, Jers, called "A White Dog Eats White Ferret." All right, because we had dog eat white ferret. So we had our dog, and my wife had a ferret, and we just got our dog, and our dog's a little aggressive. So she was like, "Let me let them play." I said, "I'm gonna record it." So the dog was being really aggressive, and my wife was like, "Just move," being all kind of like calm about it. And I'm recording like, "Oh my God, this dog is about to eat this ferret." And so at one point in time, the dog tried to snap at the ferret. She yanked the ferret. It looked like a toy, and the dog jumped and snapped. And I'm recording like. So anyway, I uploaded the video, and like, I don't know, a month later or whatever, I didn't really get YouTube that much, right? So I get all these notifications like, what is going on? So I don't know if like my notifications was off and I turned them on and I just kept getting hit with notifications. But anyway, I was like, oh, this that video I made, right? So I go look at it, hundreds of comments. They're like, oh, that stupid, dumb white bee. Like, oh, you dumb as hell. And I was like, but the views was like 4,000 views, right? I was like, and for me at the time, my highest views probably was like, I don't know, maybe 100. So I was like, whoa. So I showed my wife. She was like, get rid of that. Delete the comments. Say, whoa. If I delete them, then people gonna stop writing. Listen, they're loving the drama. And
there's Cowboy going to a Sandy, get that white ferret. We're gonna make more. We're gonna make the ferret popular on YouTube.
Man, I should have made a series of it. Damn. Dog eat white ferret. But and I didn't even know the term clickbait. So people's like, you're clickbait. And I was like, what the hell is that? Like, I didn't even know, So but long story short, for me, the way I dealt with it, I can ignore people. I don't have to write back every person. And to this day, I never even responded to anybody. I just allowed them to keep going on. And every couple months, I still have somebody comment on that video years later. That video is probably 6 years old now. More than that. But yeah,
That's
so
funny.
But how do you handle Jers? So we heard from Hoults. He said he liked to not tie his socials, right? He don't want people to know who he is, right? For me, I guess I'll just say I don't care at all, but I'm gonna get into it next. when we talk about being inspired to create content. But what about you, Jers? In situations, somebody who's
You mean like Twitter stuff?
it could, yeah, just content.
Yeah, man. I mean, look, man, Jersey Finest and Chill Gaming aren't real, in the sense of real people on Earth. You know what I mean? It's me, but people don't know my real name and where I'm at. So, but it's Jersey's Finest and Chill Gaming. You know what I mean? I'm just talking gaming. Me and Cloud and you, we talk about, other stuff than gaming online and on the phone a few times. So, you know what I mean? But other than that, yeah, people don't need, I mean, if there is some weirdos out there, I ain't gonna lie, like they'll try to find your real name and expose you for whatever weird reason they think they have on you. I've seen it done before on YouTube. Like like, who was it? It was that guy Boogie 2988 or something like that. Some dude, another YouTuber, went to his house and Boogie came out with a gun.
Wow.
That's the stuff you got to worry about. Like, yo, bro, what are you doing in front of me? I don't know you, man. Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, if people do that, they're real crazy out here, man. But
that was the last time I actually tuned into Boogie. Roughly that sort of instance.
Yeah, me too. Like, I was done with that guy. Like, yeah. Like, I was done.
Doc, the link is in the chat.
He wants to see the ferret?
Yeah, it's no. Hold on. Oh wait, he might be actually. I thought he was looking for the link to join. He might be looking for the link for the ferret.
Yo, imagine though. You want to see a ferret get messed up? Oh man.
Yeah, that'd be crazy.
Yo, what if you made the ferret sit on a pole? Your wife had a bat, or you had a bat, and then you guys swung it. But then as soon as that clip came, you cut it and edited it, and added like a fake ferret, and went bow. And then they couldn't tell. That would have been funny. You probably got reported for animal cruelty, but it was like a stuffed animal.
Sure, you're a psycho.
That's crazy.
No, that would have been great though. I mean, I'm always thinking of crazy stuff to make for the most part. But here, let's talk about that now. Here's the link if that's what you're talking about. Dark 1985. So Jers and let's talk about being inspired to make content. So for us, it's kind of easy because we cover gaming. But as you know me, I cover a lot of other crazy stuff too, right? But I like to say people have contact lenses, right? You put on your contacts. I wear content lenses. Like everything to me is content, man. Like, so I dare people to send me a dirty message or talk trash, or because for me, now I'm not telling anybody who's listening to do this, but I thrive on, because my channel is and now your mama knows. So do something crazy and now your mama's gonna know. So for me, I feel like, but again, I try to make myself silly so that I'm not like, I feel, again, one of the worst things I did was I called TK9 a homo. And I feel bad because I was taking it to the next level. But I told a story. It is what it is. But yeah, so I get inspired by, gaming news. Lately, we've all been making gaming news. I get inspired. If it's a cool game I played, like Resident Evil, my wife and I played it. We wanted to stream the whole game. I get inspired if I buy something. I got my ring light right here. I got, I made it. I did a review on it. So everything I buy, I review. For the most part. So everything inspires me, right? I go to dinner with my wife. We might do like, a date night, whatever, because I vlog. So that's for me.
He said, okay, let me in.
Oh. Nah, we ain't letting him in. I was just messing with you, Doc. I don't want you on. Guys, coming in right now. None other than Doc Dark 1985 is 85. In the building.
What's wrong with you? It's 85.
Yeah, I can't hear you.
I was going to say, is the 85th Doc Dark?
Hold on.
Or is just 85?
Yeah, we can hear you.
We can hear me.
Doc, we can hear you.
Why can't I hear y'all? What is this, Cowboy? What is this?
You have to go into the he can't
I don't know
hear
what
me.
the hell that is, Jersey. I can see you, but I don't know what the hell that is. What the hell?
He has to go into the settings and change his audio input, man, or output.
Me?
Yeah,
Cowboy, you suck. You suck, Cowboy. Can y'all hear me? I don't think y'all can hear me. Oh, look at the chat. Look at the chat. Let me look at the chat. I'm looking at the chat. Why does my face look so smooth? Cowboy, take that filter off my damn face. What the hell's wrong with you?
Can you apply it to mine? Because I need a shave. So
I got a shave too, man. All right.
Because you know what happened? He probably got the output to his laptop. That's on mute.
Talking. I'll figure this shit out.
He's not gonna figure it out. What'd you say, Jersey? Probably got the.
He probably got the output to his laptop.
Oh, I hear you.
PC.
There you go.
Hey.
I bet he was on his laptop, right? He was on his laptop.
Hey.
Like, yo, Jersey got a new fitted on every goddamn day, dog.
Hey, boy.
Yeah, I told Jersey to send me one. He didn't reply back. That cheap motherfucker. I told you, yo, he could send me one.
Oh, you know,
I'll do
Jersey.
one on my tank top and a fitted. He didn't send me shit. It's all right.
Man.
I'm
Jersey
gonna
don't
be
pay for
up in Jersey. I'll hit you up when I'm up there. I'll be in Jersey probably like in the next 2 months. I'll be up there.
Hey.
Go visit my mama. But I'm in Middlesex County, Jersey.
I'm in Union.
Okay.
In Essex, so I'm around there.
I'm in Burlington County. I'm a little ways away from there.
Yeah, you in the cold. You
This
see
guy's in
Cowboy's
Trenton.
video?
Yo, this guy is right by Cloud.
Somebody read about my thing was like, bro, it must be real cold where you at. You got 2 coats on.
Yeah,
Like,
this motherfucker, he wears sheeps.
hey,
I feel that left out. I'm from the northwest of Jersey. From now on, that's where I'm from. I'm rolling with the Jersey boys.
yeah.
Oh, man.
Hey, man, hey, Doc. So, while you in here, man, let me. We're talking about content creation, and can you tell us how did your channel get started, man?
Oh man, that's kind of. I had nobody else to talk to.
What? What do you mean?
Yo, I'm dead ass. Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
that's
All right. So I'm being honest. So,
Yeah.
in I'm sure the same thing as you guys in your line of work or whatever you do. It's kind of weird if you walked in.
Real quick, Doc. Coming in right now is the panty dropper. When he comes around, all the girls go, because he's the climax. Suave Polo. What's up, Suave?
I think that was a little bit over the top. Not
My
gonna
bad.
lie.
No, what up?
Like, what do you mean?
It's
I don't
all
even
right.
know.
Like a ghost
I don't
right now.
even.
See.
I don't know. I don't know what's going on. It's
All right.
tripping. And
Well,
then
figure
Doc,
it out, and we're gonna hear Doc's little homeless story.
hold on. I gotta check Doc real quick, man.
What's up?
Doc, when you saying my name and everything, my intro, Doc looking like, hey, I don't know this fool. There's no panty dropper. What are you talking about? Yo, I hopped in on Doc, one of Doc videos, like, and I said, hey, yo, what's up? I'm a big fan of everything. You know what I'm saying? Just showing him whatnot. Doc didn't even know. I could tell. He didn't even know who I was, bro.
Bro, you're new to the series, though. You're the newest guy.
What do you mean, Suave? I feel like I'm saying to Cowboy, how much do I have to pay for a better intro? I'm like, come on, I want this enthusiasm.
I got you.
No.
Host, you got the accent, bro. You don't need an intro. That's too much.
For real.
Yeah. You
The accent guy. That's what we call an accent guy.
Yeah.
I don't know what's. I'm just gonna do it like that.
Oh yeah, there you go.
There you go.
I'm just doing
There
it
you
like
go.
that. I don't know what's going on, but yeah, Doc, man, what's up, man? I'm a fan and everything, bro. And
I appreciate you, my dude. I
you
seen
know-
the camera. I seen you before. Now I know who you is.
Hey, do you remember the comment you said when I did that?
No, what I say?
You said, "Hey, I'm gonna check out your content, okay?" You'll see a note from me. You said, "I'll check out."
Did I
your
reply?
content."
Did I leave a message on your shit?
No, bro.
Bro, he gets so many comments, it's not even funny, man.
Nah, but I
That's why I
usually try to
did
go
trip.
check out channels though. I usually do.
Yo,
I usually go check out channels.
Hey,
Yo,
that's
Doc
how I
is the
did
only
the trip,
person
though.
who can make a video in 5 minutes and get like 1,000 views.
For real,
No.
yo. It's
No.
crazy. Doc, so start over. And real quick, Doc, I'm trying to tell you, bro, I
I'll be
don't
fast.
want us having problems. But every time you're around, go on. Listen, bro, we're going to have all right, come on, get out of here. Hey, Doc, listen, bro. You know what? I ain't going to say that. But go ahead, Doc. Tell us about your story, man.
She got a nice smile. I like your smile.
Hey!
Oh, my bad, Kyle.
That's it. No more dog talk on my show. Get out of here. It's my daughter.
Hey, hold up. Suave, you're supposed to be protecting my daughter. You're supposed to be like her uncle, man.
Bro, let me tell you, your daughter a grown woman. Like, she grown, bro. Like, she's grown. Like, you're the old one. You're the old one.
It is, man. You're right.
Hey, we do have a show, man. So I was like, I was gonna hop in, you know, intro, whatever, yada yada, because we got a show in about 10. We're gonna start at like 7 your time. So 10 more minutes, about 11 more minutes.
All I want to say, Cowboy, it was very professional with me and Jersey. When the other two guys came in flaunting their stuff, that's when it went off topic.
Hey, Doc get me a little crazy, you know. And Suave, he's the climax, bro. How you gonna be like,
yo, chill, dog? I don't want those adjectives.
How you just gonna be like
crazy?
How you just gonna say coming in now is the climax? Come on, man.
Yeah, that's a little weird.
You can still climax with a little shake. You don't have to make it big. Just be, it's the climax.
All right, I'll answer your question real quick, man. Since you guys are all right, so this is what it is, right? I got nobody at work that I can really talk to about gaming, right? Gaming is kind of like has the loser stigma or whatever, right? Doesn't matter how much money you make, doesn't matter how much you work out, doesn't matter what you drive, doesn't matter how you dress. If you a gamer, it kind of has a little bit like a crazy stigma, unless you only play like 2K, Madden, or Call of Duty. Then those are like the cool games. Everyone's allowed to play those, right? So I just started turning on a camera and making freaking YouTube videos just to see if anyone would watch them, and I just got lucky. That's the only thing I can say. I have no idea. I can't tell you why people like watching a guy in a tank top make videos. It's like the most unprofessional.
I don't even be noticing you in a tank top, bro.
In every single video I'm in a tank top.
Yeah, I know Doc Dark with a tank top. He's like, Xbox.
Yeah. Bro, I be up here. You know what I'm saying?
That, Suave. Okay,
I be up here, bro.
Hey, Doc, 99% of your fans were high heels.
Right.
And Doc, that's no shame, mate. That's no shame, mate. I'm looking at your videos thinking to myself, I wish I was speaking about Cloud hitting them bicep muscles.
I can't hear. Y'all both talking over each other. My bad. I didn't hear that.
Right.
Oh no, I was just saying, like, you know, all we gotta see is just, you know, the muscles and everything, and we're tuned in. We ain't even worried about what you're saying.
Anyway, so Doc, no, I want to hear this though. So Doc,
and I was looking at Doc, thinking to myself, when I see him talking with his tank top, I think to myself, but I should pick up the weights. No Stadia, Stadia is the best.
So Doc, listen, because you listen, man, I told you this too. Like, when I started doing my shorter videos, you inspired me. I was like, yo, I'm about to do like my shorter. Doc does, you know, a couple minute videos, and you know, it's a couple minutes, meaning like 5 to 10. Usually, you don't go over like 6 minutes, right? I've been trying, and I'm like, it's pretty cool because you put out your content, you say what you gotta say, you say goodbye. Also, you're like the least most editing person I know, and I'm like, yo, why does his videos? But tell me though, like you said, literally, you just start doing it. How long you been making videos?
Probably a year and a half now.
That's
so
it?
For a while, yeah, I have almost like 800 videos on my channel. But to be fair, because my videos are so quick, I could just produce them, right? So that's the one thing that I do like, is that I don't spend a lot of time making the videos, but then you see the results as well. So for instance, shout out to this dude, his name is the Salt Mines, right? He started making videos and he heavily edits, right? And he hit like 1,000 freaking subscribers within, I shit you not, like 4 videos. Whereas for me, it took me a while. It took me a minute. Not only that, but it took people not liking what I was saying. So then my channel started growing, which is weird, right? Like when people don't like what you say, your channel starts growing a little bit or whatever. And then eventually it just grew like a little bit of a fan base. And I don't know, it's just cool, man. I honestly don't know why people like to hear what I got to say. Because like everyone that so far that I've ran across in this YouTube space games more than me, knows more about gaming more than me. Like, I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's the personality. I don't know if it's, I have no idea, man. I'm just blessed. That's it, man. So it is what it is.
So we did start off and we said the first thing, because we was giving pointers, is we feel like you should find yourself, right? People can feel when you're authentic. So when I watch your videos, I'll be sitting next to my wife, I pause it, like, listen to this clown.
I just thought of a
meme. You're literally
of course, guys, with the muscles. Oh yeah, no Xbox today. Oh my god,
Is that a medicine ball?
That's a medicine ball.
That ain't it, bro. That ain't. You might as well have a shaker weight. What is that?
That's £40, Dad. That's for sure.
I thought y'all were calling kilograms over there, man.
Oh my God.
20 kilograms, 40 pounds where you are.
Thanks. You converted that for us. I appreciate it, man.
Hey, same thing to you though, Cowboy. Like I remember when I first started watching you and you reached out to me, I was like, "Yo, this dude is like no one could do what you do, bro. You are wild, man." But I think that you should continue doing what you're doing because it entertains me, so I like it. Right? So
I'm gonna be real. Doc's the one who got me involved with you, man. Because without Doc, I would probably never know who you are, Cowboy. When he made that rebuttal against you, like, who is this guy? What is he? Is that a cowboy hat? What's going on, bro? His face was priceless, bro. Oh, guys, I was laying in bed. I had to get out of the room. I almost woke up my lady. I had to get out of the room. I was laughing so hard. I was like, oh my, I have to get out of here. I'm working.
I knew who Cowboy was from the Stadia Bash Community Network and stuff like that. And when he first sent me the link, I was actually frightened to join the show. I was like, what is this guy's going to say? And when I joined on, it was just such a blast. And I got to know him on a personal level and stuff like that.
I keep telling them, Hoults, you got to let them know. I was the bad guy. I was the TK9 of our community, man.
Yeah, so I thought to myself, what's this guy going to say? I was scared, in case he insulted me, in case he bashed me, But then it was so friendly getting on board with him. I thought, wow, this guy is so cool. And then, of course, the friends and personalities that he brought to his show, I thought to myself, I've not stopped laughing since joining him. So I thought to myself, it's great that he's got like an expanded, personalities. That
Cowboy made the big mistake. Cowboy made the big mistake a while ago when he trolled me. So I came back with the troll video.
Yo, that opened you up. Yo, he had mad editing. I was like, oh, look at Jerz.
Jersey can edit.
Hey, shout out to Jersey, man, because of him, man. I started wearing hats, man.
Them fitteds.
You know what I'm saying?
You gotta represent the hats, bro.
Jersey fitted game is crazy, but he got a new. He got so many fitteds, but he don't send none to nobody. He won't do that though.
I actually have to go to the mall this weekend and buy like 5 more.
That boy stingy as hell with his fitteds,
So before Suave go, let me ask you this though. I want to ask everybody this: what inspires you to make content? Because I know you, when I first met you, you was doing game streaming. Now you're doing shows. My daughter's a co-host with you. Like, it's pretty cool. So what inspires you to make content?
I'm going to be honest with you guys. So I always wanted to like just play a video game and then record it and then watch it afterwards. And I was like, man, it'd be cool if other people watching. I don't care if it's like 3 people, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So I started out with that. And then I was like, dang, I am a very motivator person, you know what I'm saying? So all of my 3 shows that I have on my channel, they all like motivating things. Y'all really should catch up the Man versus Woman show. That we about to get on that topic. I think that it's cool, you know what I'm saying? And then I got the Man Cave show where all guys can be guys, you know what I'm saying? And of course we have some females in there, my wife being there, and you know what I'm saying? And the Black Diamond show, it's like more PG-13 motivating, like role modeling type of things. I'm a very good motivator when it comes to like that. That's my personality. So I was like, man, I'm gonna just take my personality and put that in content. Since I already got a few people watching, I might as well throw it out there and see where it go. I'm not really looking for any big praise or anything like that. And then it's fun, like what I'm saying. It's fun. When I did a show, I was like, man, I don't want to just do a show with just guys, and I don't want to do a show with just me and a black guy. I want to do a show with like mix. I want to be in the mix. You know what I'm saying? Like if Doc invited me on a show, like, hey, bro, I want you to come and we're gonna do a video together, I'd be like, cool. You know what I'm saying? Or Jersey or Hoults or anybody. I'm like, cool. I like to mix it up. So it's fun, man. It's just fun to me. It's become a hobby. Then I like going back and watching you guys, man. So it's just fun. It's just fun to me. I'm enjoying it. You know what I'm saying? If I didn't enjoy it, I probably wouldn't do it.
Well, I'm learning a lot from you guys. And now I've put my cap on. I'm gonna turn to the side. I'm gonna have a microphone. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Cloud Gaming Space. This is Hoults from. You know what I mean? I feel like I'm feeling the message from you guys.
Yeah.
Perfect.
I thought you were from the States. Lena, you're so my daughter, she's planning on starting a channel. You said March. That's going to be next month.
I know. That'll be next month.
So
I would be streaming for a year at the end of next month, which would be awesome. So I plan on having my channel launched by then. And actually, Spectre and I are planning our season 2 for the clickbait show for it to be on my channel for season 2, which would be awesome to kind of give me a good start. But yeah, no. It's gonna be. I want to kind of do what my dad does. I mean, not the whole vlogging part, just because people don't even know what I do in my everyday life. However, like I do want to have an everything channel though, and I mean, I do the clickbait show, which is everything goes, and then I have the show Man vs. Woman with Suave, and pretty much we just give advice. Our episode last week, man, we got so many views within the same day. It was crazy. With how like it was booming. So hopefully it'll just keep going. And
that's on Suave's channel.
Yeah.
Yep. So she's been a good co-host, man. We actually need to go. I will post the channel in the link. How can I do that? Or can you do that?
You put the link in the message. So if you look, there's like a little.
I got you. I already got it saved in my stuff. Hold on.
No, but I need it. I need it though.
Well, if I put it in the comments.
No, it won't go in the comments. Just text it to me,
No,
and I'll put it in there.
Hey, Cowboy, how do you guys deal with the negativity?
So
man.
earlier,
I'm gonna be honest with you. Let me say my answer, and then I'm gonna dip.
All right,
Dude,
cool.
So I have been like I do a Destiny 2 video on it, and like I got like 2 kills, like a double kill before I got downed, and people be all kind of stuff. Oh, you're using a fusion rifle. Oh, you can't really play. You know what I'm saying? You're doing this. Or anybody can use that gun.
Yeah.
I'm like, hey, okay, thank you for supporting, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's all I do.
You kill him with kindness.
That's all I do. That's all I do, bro. Like one person tried to really get up under my skin one time, and they like kind of low key called me the N word, but not call it. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, hey, you know, you can't love everybody, bro. And then that's how I left it at that. I was like, you can't love everybody, you know. And I left it like that, man. So the hate and all that stuff, you're not gonna please everybody. Everybody's gonna. I'm like, all my stuff PG-13. Like your 8-year-old child can watch my stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I know I'm not doing anything wrong. So if you got anything negative to say on that, I'm just gonna kill you with, hey, have a nice day though, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Jesus loves you too.
Yeah, I can't the real me, like we're not in the same facility. I can't put my hands on you. So this is the facts, bro. Those cyber bullies, you just let them go, man. Because if we was in person, it'll be a different thing. You know what I'm saying? Like I'll be like, that you going back down because right now you just talking behind like miles away from each other. Yeah. Now I'm a grown man, and you are who you are. It's like I don't have time for this, you know. So either you're gonna put your hands on me or not.
Right. You know, I think you got such a great personality that you'd be saying to these trolls, "Let's have a 1 minute step away," and I can tell you could calm anyone down. Even if like honest minute, you'd be like, honest minute. The pulse rifle in Destiny 2 is a great weapon, and I believe you could actually convince anyone to say, "Do you know what, man? Perfect."
Hey, it's your thing, man. I'm gonna dip out. Guys. All right, bro. I'm gonna get this show going. I hope I get some of your viewers away from your video, Cowboy.
Jump on over there.
Yeah, I'm gonna retweet your shit, dog. I'm gonna tell him. Yo, you gotta leave this show.
Well,
like, not laughing. He's not laughing.
He got serious face.
He got serious.
Hold on. Nah, you know me. I always say everybody can eat, man. Everybody can eat. I put the link is right here. Y'all guys can click on it and go watch them.
But look, I'm gonna get up with y'all, man.
Right,
Doc, I can't wait to another video where people be roasting you because they be in your chat, boy. They be in you. And I'll be like, man, if I jump in, they gonna clown my ass. So
you just sit back and watch.
Well, I feel from a UK point of view, I should wear a cowboy hat, a tank top with my blonde chest hairs coming out, playing Destiny 2, going, "This is the way to get roasted."
Hey, hold on. You guys do what I do. Just jump on Doc's videos and roast them too. You got to join in.
Bro, I'm not messing with. I'm telling you, bro. When I be going
Cowboy
through
do
those
be
chats,
triggering me though. I'm not gonna lie.
I can't.
He the
do it
only
to
one
Doc.
that be triggering me. Cause I be like, what is he doing? Like, what is he talking about?
Do you know what, guys? In the cloud space, do you know when Suave roasts you, you know it's went downhill. When Suave's got something to say negative, it's like...
Suave's like the nicest guy.
I can't do it though, man. I can't do it. Let me tell you that. And I'm gonna go and dip for real. When I be looking at Doc comments, bro, so many people be throwing so much heat. I said, I'm not gonna add to the fire, bro. I can't do it. I'm like, man, you know what I'm saying? I can't do it. I'm like, man, I think I need to be on his side.
They all do it. Even Jersey be sometimes coming at me different with his magical Destiny game and stuff. I'm like, what? You need no skills to play Destiny. No skills.
I mean, I'm already subbed to Doc Dark, so I feel like I'm gonna jump on board.
So look, I'm gonna get up with y'all, man. Lena, let's go and do this show, man. We got a wonderful show. I hope y'all kick in, man. It's an adult show, so you know what I'm saying. We're talking about adult things, man. Link over there to
the red pill. Man. Is it red pill?
Nah, man.
I'll be all on that red pill toxic masculinity.
It's like, is it MGTOW affiliated? Because I'll be there straight away. Give me them red pills.
Oh, you know what?
Let me tell you, back then they didn't want me. Now I got 5,000 subscribers. No, I'm kidding.
Speaking of which, speaking of, since Doc is here now, right?
Bye.
Bye, Doc.
Bye.
Baby, you didn't like my game and style, but now because I've got 5,000, get out of here.
All respect, Cowboy. All respect, Cowboy. Chill.
It's all good, man. She's a grown woman.
Yeah. So since Doc is here, man, he had a tournament with TK9 and them.
No, Bobby, talk about the haters. I want to hear about how you guys all deal with haters. You too, Jersey. I want to know how you deal with the haters, Jersey.
How do I deal with the haters? I don't have much haters. I have a few crazy haters.
And I've had a conversation with you and Cowboy both offline before.
Mm-hmm. But
I never talked to you outside of this. What you
I would say the only one who came at me crazy sideways, me and TK9. We just don't see eye to eye. And I'm sure he's a fine gamer, bro. He's probably cool to get along with. But I mean, dude, if he kept it gaming, like let's just rock out, let's have fun.
Yep.
We would have been cool. But that's the only like real hater that I can tell. I mean, yeah, you got some people who don't like my videos and like, man, this video sucks. I'm like, all right, well, sorry. Thanks for watching though. But yeah, so how I deal with haters everywhere, I kind of feed the fire. You know what I mean? Because I think it's funny.
Yeah.
Like the last month, and I should have did this a long time. I started to troll a lot more, like just like push it out. For example, it was Persona. He's on Twitter. I don't know if you guys know him. So now it's relevant because Cowboy got the weird, this way kind of deal going on, not this way now.
Okay.
So we have thank you, man. What are you doing? So now you have Persona putting out the trendy thing of Destiny now. Now it's a thing because of Sony bought Bungie, whatever the hell that is.
Yeah.
So now it's popular to say, yo, let me see your Destiny stats. I'm like, stop it.
I saw what you posted. You said you don't want this or something like that. I saw that. You
do because
you don't want this.
I'm like, dude.
Yo, Jersey's like, I'm about to shine. I don't want this.
Because look, Doc, like crazy. Like I already know you're trolling with Destiny, whatever. We can get in and have fun, whatever. I don't even care. No, exactly. I don't even care. Let's go and have fun. But Cowboy was here. He beat me a few times. He bested me with the guns he had. Even though he was OPing with the damn friggin' grenade launcher, whatever. But Cloud was with us, Beast. You know what I'm saying? We had good fun. Even Cowboy brought the other. Who was the other guy? Cowboy. They brought in. It was me and Beast, and you and him. It was, I forgot who it was.
Foremost Gaming, yeah.
Yeah. They beat us in one match, and we came back and whooped them. So you know what I mean? And we were just rocking out. And then now I see this, and I'm like, this ain't happening. I was like, where were you guys months ago when we were trying to get these things together? Right. I even tagged them in it. I think I did. I think Cloud did, or somebody did. Right. And I want to get people involved, and even Beast came out. He goes, "Yo, where were you guys months ago?" Jersey got it, and I'm gonna be real. People think I'm good. I'm not even a PvP guy, bro. I'm more of a raider and stuff like that.
When I first met you, you said that. Yeah.
My dude who came in, Demon, bro. Like, yo, Cowboy, you remember Demon who whooped all of us like it was nothing? Like he came in there like, Bing, you're dead. Look at this guy, Bang, you're dead.
Like when he first came in, I won that match. So I'm just saying.
We came in late. We came in late though.
All I know is he was in the match I was in, and I won.
All right.
Yo, losing to Cowboy in a video game is like losing to a heel in WWE.
It does.
It's the worst thing ever, bro.
No, the way I see it is like, don't challenge him to put yourself to shame. So I never challenge Cowboy. I'm thinking, do you know what? He could kick my ass because I don't want to be shamed on stream on like Miyagi-Do. Don't challenge a fight. Just step
the
back.
Funny thing was, right? The funny thing was, I felt Cowboy's like persona all around him. No pun intended to persona, but I'm just saying, I seen his game style. What he has a Titan. He's gonna run up on you and give you that one punch, and you're dead. I'm like, nah, you ain't gonna get me. I'm just gonna keep you at a distance. Blah blah blah. I'm running away. He goes, why are you running, Jers? Because you ain't smacking me. You ain't gonna kill me. I'm just gonna keep a distance. That was funny though,
but
man.
Jers, this is what I don't like about that. The only thing I don't like is even Doc running around in public. Oh, Jers destroyed Cowboy. I'm like, bro, yes, that did happen. But when we played a week later, when I was like, all right, let me stop being hard-headed. Let me actually use different weapons and stop trying to chase Jers. Just like he said, he knew what I was going to do. He did not destroy me. All right?
All I know is Jers put it on you, dog.
Whatever, bro.
I heard
anyway,
let me Cowboy hat was crooked and everything.
Let me say this real quick. I want to say what's up to PSX Cloud. Hey, man, I know you was going to be on the show earlier. You couldn't make it. If you rewind the show back, I made you what the hell do I call it now? Oh, my today's spotlight. So I brought up your channel. I showed people your channel. I threw the link in and stuff. So I want to help you out, man. I know you want to get into this stuff, and your content is great, man. So we was looking at your content and everything. So just want to let you know that.
I gotta check them out.
Yeah,
Cowboy, real quick. I know this is your show, but I gotta ask. I have to ask Doc. Doc, what do you think of streaming on Twitch?
Streaming on Twitch?
Streaming on Twitch?
Yeah.
Oh.
Like,
hold on, real quick. Let me answer your question. And I don't know if hosts want to answer. Host, how do you handle? We kind of answered that before you got on, but you want to tell them how do you handle like the like haters or people?
I know you get hate comments, Cowboy.
No, I wish I've been on like CGX for literally 2 years now, and I've been part of a lot of cloud communities. And that I was in the stream by saying, hit me up on Twitter if you agree or disagree in my points. And the haters and the people who like my comments don't even actually comment. So I feel like, what the hell's happened here? I thought, like, I see it in people's comments. People make it, but directly they don't actually put the hate. But I knew that when I actually did start Stadia in, it wasn't in 2019, it was early 2020 when I was playing Grid. That's when I started getting nasty messages on a platform and Facebook and stuff like that, but it wasn't on other social medias, so I feel like it was only a certain platform that people bring the hate. But to me, I'm like, if you bring the hate where it matters, in views and algorithm, I'll be happy to debate with you, but I don't seem to get any of it.
Okay.
So for me, before you came on, what I said was people wear contact lenses. I wear content lenses. Bro, everything for me is content. I be going back and forth in your comments with people. Like, I'm like, bro, they still going back and forth. Like, I made a video about a guy who was talking about me in my comment. So I made a personal video just roasting him. Like, me personally, bro, I'm on this for fun. Hear me out. I wear a mother effing cowboy hat and a robe sometimes. Don't think I'm articulate.
That shit is classic.
Bro, so for me, I feel like I love it. Like, I love the hate. Yo, I was trolling today. You might not have seen it, Doc, but I actually was talking about you today. I put your name in my video earlier.
You don't have a job?
Bro, it's on my lunch break.
No, he's like in his job. He gets a notification from the doctor. He's like, "Excuse me, I need to go to the bathroom."
Right.
Damn you, Doc.
Yo, I do that. Sometimes I'll run out to my car real quick and be like, "Yo, I gotta make a quick video." Like when they announced the Microsoft thing, I was like, "Oh, let me make a video." But today,
Doc, he's like, "Quickly to the Cowboy mobile."
Today I made a video and I was trolling a little bit. So I was talking about Xbox because Rich from Review Tech was saying how at Xbox some people are complaining. So at the end of the video, I was like, "Yeah, I mean, I know a couple of Xbots. I know a couple of fanboys."
You mentioned
so
me, TK9, Frog.
Beast, and Beast. Beast was like, "Yo, I knew I was gonna get with him, but yo, I'm adding you too. All right." But yeah, for me, Doc, I don't take nothing personal. Bro. I love it. I live for it. So
I feel maybe why I don't get hate like you guys is because I don't actually shoot put myself in like a negative point of view in gaming. I know a lot of people are like, oh, cloud Pacific, but I took the hybrid approach where I was like, I'm coming from console, I'm a enthusiast on cloud, this is where it's going to be in the future, but if the exclusives don't come, but I love Halo, but I sort of love God of War. I came from this like balanced ecosystem where a lot of people only came from one narrative, and then it's as the infrastructure from gaming evolved that we've all been caught out. So I feel like it's not that bad for me.
Yeah, for you, you're kind of like, you own everything, you play everything. You know, it's more when you're kind of, people look at me as like, oh, you're the Stadia guy, right? And Doc is the Xbox guy, and Jersey is the PlayStation guy. Wow, that's kind of crazy. But and so when we say something,
Look at that ugly sign in that background. I
so
told him to
lately,
take that shit down.
bro,
That shit is hideous.
So lately, I've been saying that I want Sony to bring me home. I want Project Spartacus. So now people's like,
Wait,
oh,
Cowboy, but Cowboy, I gotta say this, man. You didn't make sense in the one thing you sent me in cloud.
Yeah. But Doc, you have to think about it. I've got like Cloud Gaming Club. Finger's got the PlayStation symbol.
Yes, hideous.
Yeah, and stuff like that. And so you just need the Xbox black screen, neon Xbox.
Does GameFly have or is gonna have Dying Light 2?
You better stop. You better stop with that GameFly shit.
No, hold up. Just so y'all know, I'm gonna do it today. I meant to make a couple days ago a video. I'm making my GameStop video. Yo, he got Master Chief just floating. Yours.
I don't know what y'all talking about.
I mean, guys, did you actually see on Twitter the few people that said PlayStation's now got Bungie, we've got Halo, and people like it's 343 Studios that actually got Halo, and it's like, no, it's Bungie that have Halo, and they're so out the loop that PlayStation actually thought that they got Halo.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm a PlayStation fan, but I'm glad Destiny's still multiplayer. I would have been really mad if it wasn't, because we waited so long to play with other players on different platforms with Destiny.
Yeah.
Well, I feel same with like the potential Activision Blizzards, that if they actually brought Call of Duty just to PlayStation, Xbox, it would actually hurt their reputation. So I feel going forward, it should be multi-platform for maybe like the next 5-10 years, and then transition.
Yep.
Yeah. Just want to say, definitely PSX, man. It was cool shouting you out. Check the stream out, and I'll be looking for your Dying Light 2 content, man. Definitely. So Jers, actually a question. You was asking Doc.
Sorry,
yeah.
How do you like streaming on Twitch now?
Oh, I love streaming on Twitch. So for me, it took me a while, Jersey, to figure out how I was going to do this, because I knew that I wanted to stream gameplay.
Mm-hmm.
But I know, because of the way my channel is, that if I was to stream on here on YouTube, I know what I would get. It wouldn't be about gameplay.
I get it.
You know what I'm saying? It would be a console war thing. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
But on Twitch, so like if you want to come talk trash to me on Twitch, like you literally got to come over there and follow me. And I don't even post when I'm going live. Like I just go live random, right? So the people that actually watch me are people that actually want to see me play. And every once in a while we'll have like some console war stuff or whatever in the comments, but it's not a lot. So it turned out to be exactly what I wanted it to be, where I know if I go live on YouTube, I would probably get way more viewers, right? But I know I probably wouldn't be able to actually play in game.
Yeah, you'll be talking the whole day. Yeah. Exactly. I watched your one video. You was talking about Stadia. It turned to be like a 48-minute video, and you was just getting, people kept going and going, and you kept on. You was like, all right, I'm about to play my game now.
Yeah. So Doc, do you feel like that, speaking to like new content creators, do you think it should be allowed to be your timetable to be fluent, or you should actually consist a certain time when you actually go live?
Oh, that's a good thing. So I could say this. ISO's channel is smaller than mine, but because we have a specific time where we go live, we always get more viewers on that than I do on my own stream on Twitch. And even though I have probably the same amount of followers on Twitch as he does subscribers, we still get more viewers on YouTube, because everyone knows 7 p.m., 7:30 Eastern time on Tuesdays, What a Warrior podcast. Everybody already knows that. So you're gonna go ahead and you're gonna watch it. For me, you literally got to have your notifications on, and you have no idea where I'm going. So when people say you should have a schedule, I bet that's good. But there is something that Cowboy said that I agree with a lot. A lot of people will procrastinate starting something.
Yes.
Right? They'll procrastinate. And it was like, well, I don't have the perfect schedule yet. I think Cowboy said, I don't have the camera. I don't got the microphone. And Cowboy said perfectly, like, bro, when you start, you're gonna suck regardless. So you might as well suck with the shitty gear, right? So just start, and then you get used to like whatever. Like one of the easiest things that people do, the biggest mistakes that people do, and I try to tell people about this, is when they make a video, they won't look at the camera. They'll look at themselves on the screen. And that to me drives me crazy because you, the viewer watching it, you can see it. And there's something crazy about just that eye contact. Like if I'm looking at the camera, you think I'm really looking at you, but I'm not. I'm literally looking at a little circle. You know what I'm saying?
True, bro.
Yeah. It's crazy, right?
So
if you watch my videos, like I have the camera on my phone reversed or whatever, but I'm constantly trying to make sure I look at that camera so I make that eye contact with you so it feels like I'm talking with you. And if you watch somebody else's video, especially if they're doing that on the laptop, you can see them looking at the screen, looking at themselves. It's like, bro, you're not talking to me. You're talking to yourself.
Yo, did you guys ever see when Doc gets mad? On like when Doc gets mad on his videos about something crazy? This was like a while ago. He doesn't really get mad anymore. It's not because really anybody in particular. It's just the situation that came abroad. You know what I mean? Like console war crap, right? He's like, "You crazy? Are you crazy?" I'm like,
"You think I'm talking to you, right?"
Like, what the hell, bro? I didn't do nothing.
You think I'm talking to you?
I'm like, "Oh my god!"
So
I'll be like,
crazy.
A few tips, guys, from a UK creator. You know what I mean? Like, at 3 o'clock in the morning, which is 7:30 to Dark. Am I like, hey guys, I've just woke up. I'm just playing some Switch just to get you guys.
Yeah, what time is it where you're at now? Right, you're 5 hours ahead of us, right?
Well, 5 hours ahead of you, but for a lot of people in the States, I'm 8 hours ahead. So
that's right.
To commute. But I've got bad sleep patterns where, like I said, my work's only like 5 minutes away at 3 o'clock. So
man, you're so lucky.
So at 3 o'clock afternoon, so I only live 5 minute walk distance, and my gym is literally right next to my work. So I can sort of speak to my Japanese friends or use Americans, and then I can sleep till late and then just get up last minute and walk off. And that is why I don't get a shave or not like that. So
I think everyone should just start to, because like Cowboy said, eventually you're gonna find yourself and you're gonna find what your look is, what your style is, like Jersey, right? So he's always had that angle, right? So if he was to start making videos and he's looking at the camera, it would throw me off, right? Or if he made a video without a hat, like that shit would be crazy. I'd be like, yo, I'll call him. I'll put him on suicide watch. You all right, bro? Like, what's going on?
I was saying this before, Doc. I was saying this before when people put the web camera upwards and they're looking down, like, hello, everyone. And it's like, look.
That bothers the hell out of me. I'm like, I don't feel like looking up your nose.
So let me ask y'all this real quick. Let me get your advice. So this started, today I wanted to make the show because I was like, okay, forever, my gamer tag has been all-purpose champ, right, since the late 90s. But now people only know me as Cowboy. So when I kill people, I go, I'm a cowboy, right? So I was like, and I love branding, right? I'm all about like a good trailer, like you be who you are every time. You know, Doc don't wear that goddamn tank top, but that's him, right? So I'm I'm 9 times out of 10, I'm gonna have this cowboy hat on if I'm doing this, right? So I was like, should I change? But I love APC. It's always been APC, right? So should I change it to all-purpose cowboy and not all-purpose champ, right? So I did a poll, blah, blah, blah. So people was like, no, but all the people who said no are mainly the people who knew me before this. So they're like, bro, like my son, he was like, I grew up, you had it before when I was a little kid. I'm like, yeah, but no one calls me, no one even say APC, no one says champ like back in the day when I played. If I played a game, they're like, yo, cowboy. So
if it's anything like wrestling, we should now, because you're dated, it's the all-purpose jump. That's
all-purpose jump.
Whatever, man.
Oh no.
So I don't know. I mean, obviously, the all-purpose champ has a ring to me because I've been using it forever. Like it's been my gamer tag on everything. If y'all guys want to find me, but I don't know.
I say keep it all-purpose champ. So because you've created again your not your market, but like your persona. I'm the all-purpose champ, the king of content, the cowboy. You know what I mean? Like that's you, right? So that sticks. So like, So like Jersey messes me up because Jersey has chill gaming,
Chill
right?
gaming, yeah.
And then Jersey's finest, right? So
Right.
that kind of like, throws me off. But after a while, like now I'm used to it, right? So again,
Right.
so once you get used to it, like you do want to keep creating that. I got lucky with Doc 1985. Like literally, I use that across everything, and I didn't have
Right.
to change nothing. Because some people have to change different gamer tags for different
Right.
platforms or whatever. I just got lucky, and I was able to keep it for everything.
And
But
see,
I
yeah.
like your shit is perfect, bro. The King of Contact, the all-purpose champ, freaking, and now your mama knows.
Whoa, you left out the master of logging. Come on, man.
Oh, the master of logging. Yeah.
Come on, man.
Well, when I first started tuning in and stuff like that, and it was like a eccentric like wrestling, I was like King of Content. And then the more I got familiar with his content and his playlist, I thought that it was actually fitting to his personality, and I thought to myself, and now if he took it away, I'll feel like disheartened. So I said to him the other day when I didn't see like release the baby god dragon. When I didn't see that, I was like, "Are you replacing that for the timestamps?" And he was like, "No." It's so I feel like there's certain things that we can relate to him with a narrative, and then so I feel like if he dialed it back, all purpose cowboy, I feel like it would lose merit.
Hey,
You know what's funny?
let me ask you guys something real quick.
Okay.
Jersey, you answer this first, Jersey, okay? I think, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think Jersey is more of a PC gamer than anything else. However, I feel like I don't know how you've been cornered into being a PlayStation like.
Well, no, I mean, because
Enthusiast.
Iso's right. When I think you guys were talking about when I was in the podcast a week or two ago, I just started really gaming on PC last year. I tried on my gaming laptop in 2019, like almost the same one you have.
Yeah.
But I did make a lot of PCs in school. Like I built them in school. I helped my buddies build one, but I never really had the money to buy this, bro. I didn't want to spend $2-3 grand on a PC. I'm like, bro, I got a PlayStation, Xbox, whatever at the time. I'm like, all right, cool. But then I really thought of the thing about it. I'm like, okay, wait, I want to see games in the highest fidelity. I am so tired of being restricted. Even though this current gen consoles are good, but PC's just way better. It's just like, but honestly, I'm playing Demon Souls on PS5. To me, one of the best games on PlayStation right now. Everybody has their own take. Returnal, whatever the hell. Demon Souls for me, top notch right here. Obviously, it's 2022. More games are coming to Xbox and PlayStation, so I'm excited for everything. But yeah, man, I'm more of a right now for me, I think I kind of switch it up. I'm going back to PlayStation because Cloud's gonna be playing Dying Light. Cowboy might have it for PlayStation because I don't think it's gonna be on Stadia day one. So yeah, so I'm gonna get the PC back game in probably March or April. And I'm gonna get Elden Ring for PC and PS5 because it's not crossplay, so I have to play with Cloud and stuff like that.
Are you okay being put in that category?
Yeah, I'm fine, dude. The point is like this, man. I don't know what, Doc. Like I said to you, man. Like when I first heard you last year, man, I never seen these kind of people on Twitter because I never socialized with anybody on Twitter like this. I just can't believe people's mindsets. It's like, no, that one's better. That one's better. No, that's better. It's like game. No, listen. It's like game where you love to game. Have fun with it. Who cares?
Yeah.
Like if you can rock with each other. If you want to battle, like Doc Dark and TK9, they did a battle with Halo, and Doc was type serious. I never seen Doc that serious.
I
seen him. He said, "Man, get it together. I'm over here. Shoot him." I'm like, "Whoa, whoa."
But you know what's crazy though, George? Dude, I don't know, man. We both live in Jersey, bro. I grew up my whole life, bro. I was a kid talking about Genesis is better than Nintendo. Me and my boy, like that's just this.
I'm gonna be real. Mortal Kombat was better on Sega than it was Nintendo. You had the blood.
Yes, I agree. Yep.
Well, I feel that a lot of people say to me like Hoults is the cloud game, and I was like, okay, but in gaming, I was playing Quake, Doom, Unreal Tournament. I was playing Far Cry's, Call of Duty's back on the PC, and then it was only then when Microsoft came in and brought the likes of Halo and PlayStation brought God of War that I started realizing that the flops didn't matter, the teraflops didn't matter, the raw power didn't matter, good because they were bringing experience that were optimized to the hardware. And then I sort of evolved to my friend was like, oh yeah, touch mobile gamer would not be a thing. And he was so out to date because he was still believing in infrastructure that he believed in. And I evolved into mobile, touch, and then I evolved into cloud. So when people's like, oh yeah, you're only a cloud gamer, it's like, yes, but it took me a long time to evolve into being a cloud gamer where I can actually say up to 4K 60, or I can actually say with my GeForce Now, 3080 quality. So I feel like I've actually, gained a lot, but that doesn't mean I still don't praise my local hardware in the experiences that I'm playing, like, Ghost of Tsushima, GTA 7, Uncharted, Halo Infinity, blah, 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 blah.
Listen,
So I feel like...
real quick, all right? Let me tell you something. Doc, I'm going to tell you this right now. First of all, Jerz is a PlayStation guy. Let's keep it real. He just recently got into PC. That don't even count. But I'll tell you this, Doc. Bro, the last thing the Stadia stands want or the Xbox want is for PlayStation to bring me home, bro. Because if you think now I'm a menace and I like Stadia, imagine if I'm backed by PlayStation. Bro, we're going to go toe to toe.
No, you definitely the Cowboy person. You definitely the cloud person for sure.
Do you know what?
How do you feel about that though? Being like, this is why I'm asking. I wanted, when I first started my channel, I wanted to like kind of be neutral.
Okay.
But that shit didn't work.
They don't allow you.
Yeah, exactly.
Your people turning. I got people now, bro. You've been. Are you really serious about PlayStation? You've been saying it a lot lately. I'm like, I was always.
Let's be real, let's be real for 1 second, though, man. Stadia needs more games. That's it. And when Doc made that video, I really agreed. I'm like, the biggest game on Stadia is Destiny. There ain't no comparison. That's the biggest game on Stadia.
That's what I said. I did say that.
Let me say this. Only because of the reality, right? If you're a gamer and all you care is about games and you don't want to hear nothing else, right? Then yes, everybody's right. But if reality sets in and if you follow this trends, it's brand new. If you look it up, and Hoults could tell you because we follow this, they project cloud gaming to only be 3% of the market by 2027, which is 5 years. Only 3% 5 years from now.
But Cowboy, the problem is that if you transitioned to other people, I would still come from a cloud point of view where I'd be like, did you play Forza or Halo Gears in the cloud? Did you play God of War, Uncharted, and over 800 titles on PlayStation Now? And if you said no, and I went, but did you play them games when you were locally? And you went, no. I'll be like, get out of here. You know what I mean? I feel like the cloud gamer is the evolution of local gamers. So I feel like that if a person just tunes in now and said, I'm playing the latest Xbox or PlayStation game, say Forbidden West, Horizon Forbidden West, and they never played any other PlayStation game in the past, I wouldn't tune in to their channel. And just like if they said, Halo Infinite is my first Xbox exclusive game, I wouldn't tune into them. So I feel like that you have to cover your bases in everything before other people tune in, because if they don't, they're going to dish you left, right, and centre.
Well, I think what they're saying is, so they're saying with Stadia is that Stadia need more games. I think if you are a video game fan, that's obvious. But if you're a reality, if you didn't just wake up today and say, oh, I came from Mars, and you woke up on planet Earth, if you follow it, it's impossible. Here's the thing. It's impossible. Google got all the money in the world. Imagine if they said, and I'm going to make it feasible. The biggest supporter of Stadia, bar none, is Ubisoft. We all know that. They put every game besides For Honor. I don't know why. But they put every game but For Honor on Stadia. Okay? Now, how easy would it for Google to just go, check, we're going to buy them, right? What player base you got? You're going to buy them for what? For who? Cloud gaming is so not popular. If I walk out the door right now and ask 10 people, hey, you want to play with me on Stadia? You could play Destiny and it's crossplay. Like, what the hell is Stadia?
Exactly. I was just gonna say that because Doc's saying it, Cowboy, you've been saying that they suck with marketing. If they did crazy crap with marketing, dude, it would be like 10 times more people.
You know what's crazy?
Like Doc, right? People don't even know it's free. I told my lady, I was like, why don't you play Stadia? She goes, what the hell is Stadia? I was like, exactly. Like, what the hell are they doing out here?
So hold up, Jerz. But you want them to, and I get it, bro. You got to have the games. But this is the thing, right? the first year they was spending money. Google was spending money. They had the Madden, they had all the games, right? The first year was like, yo, they got Doom, they got you name it. I was like, bro, I could get whatever you could get, right? So the second year they scaled back because what you found out was they was charging Google because they're new a lot more money, right? So fine. So I bet you they was like, and again, I don't know, but for me, if I was a business, probably like, all right, if they're gonna overcharge me, you know what? Let me see. They got EA got 4 games, right? You know what? We ain't getting NBA, but we'll take FIFA. We ain't gonna get that, but we'll get that. At the end of the day, you don't have the player base to like. All right, if you're gonna sell 100 of these mounts, right? I want to sell 100 of them, right? So I'm gonna spend money to get 100 of them. All right, cool. So who are you selling to? Oh, my friends, bro. You got like 5 friends. So wait, you gonna spend how much money to get 100 and you got 5 friends? Yeah. Who's buying them? My 5 friends.
Listen.
Or all 5 of your friends gonna buy them all?
Well,
No.
I mentioned this in before that my nephew, who's 8, he's got a PlayStation 5 and he's got a Series X from the last Christmases. And now he deletes Guardians of the Galaxy, he's deleting Destiny, he's deleting FIFA, and he's deleted other games that are on cloud gaming. Because he feels now, as 8-year-old, he doesn't need to utilise his hard drive at 800 gig-ish on his PlayStation or Series X. He knows that he can install certain games that he needs to, but then he can play Halo Infinite, Forza Horizon 5, blah, 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 the games I just mentioned. And he feels like he's freeing up that experience. And he's getting along with having a hybrid approach where he's got a local device, but also having a cloud device, and I feel that's great.
So here's the thing, Cowboy. You're correct. You're correct. Stadia needs games.
Go ahead.
Yeah, no. Listen, Stadia needs games, but I was wrong when I said they need to buy something. Now, I had an epiphany. We're gonna call it that. About what Google is.
Okay.
I want you guys just to think about this. I'm going to leave you with this, okay? If you grab everyone that has a PlayStation console and you grab everyone that has an Xbox console, okay? Put them all together, right? That still would not touch even 10% of the people Google can reach.
Exactly.
Like that. So hold on.
Potential.
No. Right now, Google has a much bigger install base. I'm talking Google.
But
hold on. Let me finish.
Right.
I'm talking Google. I'm not talking gaming. I'm talking Google, Gmail, YouTube. Like, come on now. This you can't even deny that.
Right.
If you grab everyone that has a PlayStation and everyone that has an Xbox, listen to what I'm saying. Mm-hmm. Right, and you drop a game, and let's say every single person that has a PlayStation bought that game. If you just grab 10% of the people that Google touches to buy a game, it'd be ridiculous. Now, I believe Google is just going to wait their turn because eventually, think about this. There's no way in hell you can convince me today to buy a Blu-ray player.
Correct.
There's no way in hell you can convince me today to buy a CD player. Do you know why? Because the technology is good enough that before a movie enthusiast could have told you, I watch movies in the best fidelity at 4K with my Ultra Blu-ray DVD. Now I look at you like, bro, I do that on Netflix in like 3.5 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
Do we think technology is going to get better or worse?
A lot better.
Google's just chilling right now.
Yeah, so Doc,
exactly.
That's exactly
what I was saying.
Xbox sees it. I'm scared for Sony.
Let me say this.
Sony better see it.
It's a slow burn. Here's the thing, bro. If you got unlimited,
right, but he right.
Hear me out. Hear me out, though.
Think about it.
If you got unlimited pockets, all you're waiting for is if you could write the check, right? But you got to write the check when people want it. So if you got unlimited pockets, when it get popular, they can be like, "Oh, we'll write the check."
No, Cowboy. Let me blow your mind. Cowboy. Let me blow your mind. What if it gets to a point where Google doesn't even have to write the check? The developers want their games
Correct.
on the best cloud service.
Right. Or the platform. Hold up. Or the platform that's able to say we could reach this many people.
Yeah, but you have to look at Xbox, for example. They wanted to have a digital console and they wanted to have a family sharing of digital always online, which was ahead of their time, sharing media. And everyone backlashed them. But they sort of dialed it back and went, okay, the narrative, they're not ready. And I felt it's the consumers that's not ready, not the tech.
Yeah.
And now as it evolves, now we're looking at what Xbox offers now, like it's the best thing. But we could have had this 5-6 years ago.
Yeah, because that's what they wanted to do.
If people didn't just... I understand you can have a preference in physical and you could trade your games in, but what Microsoft was doing 6 years ago was innovative in the gaming space. But a lot of consumers are like, we're not ready for this, we're not ready for digital. And now I feel now the market's caught up. So that's why I feel like what Google's doing, they've proposed cloud gaming. A lot of people don't want to dive right in, but it's going to be a narrative in the future.
It's because it's not about
gonna
me and you, man. It's about your nephew.
Exactly,
it's about your nephew. It's about your kids. It's about your grandkids.
Let me ask I'm gonna ask Jersey Doc a question. So I get we're so diehard on this everything's gonna die narrative, and I hear people say Google better buy a studio because they're gonna die. And this is my counter to that is, bro, cloud gaming isn't pop. See, this is what you got. If you guys are so game minded that games are popular, but cloud gaming isn't. So for me, I feel like, yo, Google's smart. They got the money. So when they need to write the check, and they're just going to do a slow burn. People in the cloud gaming space, you know that Stadia has great tech, right? You know that you could just buy a game because that's why I like Stadia, right? So I feel like my question to you guys is, do you think because PlayStation bought Bungie and Microsoft is trying to get this and that, do you think that means Stadia is going to die? Like, do you legitimately think, oh, they're going to... People literally are like, bro, they got to do something. It's over. And I'm like, bro, I done heard Stadia is supposed to die so many times. The host could tell you. Well, I thought Stadia was dying last year. I thought it was dying 6 months ago. I heard...
What? With their Cowboy, isn't it dead? I thought it died in 2019.
I'm really going to speak on this. I think that... I don't think they need to buy anything, but I think they need to make some contracts with some developers that have their games on there. Because I'm gonna be real, they're doing good, but without the marketing, you know what I mean? They're just staying afloat. They're just there. Like you say, hey, here's Stadia. You don't have to buy PCs, guys. Oh, I don't know, but anyway, how's your day? That's the way I think Google's going about it, and I think that's going wrong. I think
but remember the days of PlayStation 3. PlayStation 3 had a digital library through PSN, and they went, okay, digital not going to be now, but it's going to be a future. And it was like, never will I buy a digital game. But then people warmed up to it as the years passed.
No, look, this is what I'm saying, because if I didn't have a PC, I probably would be on Stadia, because I was so tired of being restricted with frame rates and fidelity, right? Even though I think Stadia can work on the fidelity just a little bit more. But the thing is, like, if I told my cousin who doesn't even have a PC over and over, I told him this over and over. I was like, dude, you don't need a PC. Get on Stadia. He tried it out, wired up with 400 megs, download and upload. It didn't work for him. I don't know what happened with Google Stadia with the servers or whatever. I don't know. But it didn't work for him. I was like, damn, that sucks. I don't know what's going on over there, bro. But it works cool over here on my wired stuff. But on my phone, I don't know what the hell's going on. My Wi-Fi and my, my data, I don't know what the hell's going on. But it doesn't work for me. But honestly, if I didn't have a PC and I had a wired something, I would hook up the wire to my monitor and play it, because I want the 60 frames. You know what I mean? Like, I want to be on a PC game. You know what I mean? So
I love people say wired, like your PC is not wired to play 60 frames per second on like Destiny 2. So
no, but no, I hear what you're saying, Jersey. And you got a good point. But that's the whole thing, right? Like when Netflix first came out, it was spotty.
Yep.
Depending on what type of internet service you got, some people have really good experience with Netflix. Some people were like, "Nah, I'm still going to Blockbuster." Yep. Now
you gonna be on the phone. No matter what, you watching Netflix. If I told you,
if your cell phone was 4K, you watching 4K.
Hey Doc, if somebody said my Netflix isn't working, you like, well, Netflix ain't working.
But
what?
You see,
that's a great point, right? So the whole point people are talking about, like, well, you always got to be connected online and all this other stuff. Guys, we're going that route anyways. All you got to do is look at every other form of media Every other form, only the real enthusiasts still have records and still have CDs. Like all of us, man, whether we want to or not, we're just going that way. And that's the other thing too, right? Like we don't dictate the market anymore. Our age group, they don't care about it. We already stuck in our ways. They want hold on, Cowboy, let me finish. Listen. These young kids want speed. Yes. You cannot have my son blow on a Nintendo cartridge to get him to play that game. He wouldn't play it. Do you remember just sitting there?
Because it works. Filter to the right. Filter to the right.
Think about this now.
God. We were spitting that much spit in the cartridge, making it worse.
I complain now when I play something on my PS4 Pro with the loading times because I'm used to the Xbox Series X load times like that. If I get on Netflix and I click on a movie, right, and it doesn't load up like that, I back out. There's something wrong with Netflix.
Right. Now, crazy. No, you are right because that direct contact to the game, the Series X works flawless. You go into sleep mode or power off, and you jump back into the game within seconds. Yeah. That is a thing. And then when you actually go to other consoles and it takes a minute to load in, you think, "What the hell am I playing?"
I did that this past weekend with the PS4 Pro. It was loading games so slow.
Yeah. My wife and I just GameFly Resident Evil, right? Remake. So we've been playing it for a couple of weeks. We beat it last weekend. We beat it twice. We beat it clears. We beat Joe every time. I turn on my PlayStation.
Who's Joe, Cowboy? You said Joe. Who's Joe? Leo.
Why is it an update every day? But on cloud gaming, there is no updates because it's done in the back. It's simultaneous. Like it drives me crazy. I'm like, dude, you can't tell me PlayStation updates every day.
But I feel like that even with next gen, with sort of like preloads, I did like preloads. 7 days before the game launched, it downloaded.
Yeah, for sure.
That was a great feature. And then, before I actually launched the game, it had updates, and then sort of, once again, instant resume, should I say. That was a great feature. But then I feel like that when I play cloud, and these other companies' hardware is failing to give me the same messaging, I feel like you need to hurry up. But there's still great features. But I feel like that once you tasted the likes of cloud, you shouldn't be going back. But once again, that depends on people's internet infrastructure because I praise it and I've been praising it for a decade. But that doesn't mean people don't hate it. Yeah, so I do believe that for each experience, people believe the Xbox is the best way. Or people believe cloud's the best way, but I don't ever believe that PlayStation is the best way because they don't have instant.
Listen, cloud is going to take over everything. That's why all these companies have a cloud service.
And Doc, you can say, I think Series X does have 4 profiles of games that I can actually load into. I'm not sure, but I feel like that I've actually got quick resume.
Well, that's another thing, right? A lot of people don't talk about. Quick resume doesn't always work. It's like a 90% shot because sometimes you'll click on quick resume and the game will load back up again and you're just like, what the hell? Or like, for instance, Halo Infinite multiplayer, quick resume doesn't work. You literally got to close out of the game to go back in because of the servers. You know what I mean?
But I feel like there's a lot of games that I play on my local Series X and then actually, direct stream to my iPad and actually quick resumes it.
Oh, so yeah, you could. That's pretty cool. Yeah, you could do that. Yeah. Like if you're not playing on xCloud, he's talking about like game streaming it. If you stream it directly from your Xbox or your phone, yeah. But yeah, guys, cloud gaming is gonna be the future. It's just a matter of time. That's all it is, man. It's just a matter of time.
All I want to say to people is just have patience. You can't. I know I get it from the way we look at it. You see Nintendo, what they did. You see PlayStation, the Xbox. You see Xbox, PlayStation rivaling each other. Cloud is just different. Like it's just not popular. And what I want to say to you, Jers, was I get it that if you told your boy, try Stadia, and he was like, oh, well, does they have this game, that game? But you know how many people I'm telling you, Stadia is the land, and I'm sorry to say this, but they're the land of tech enthusiasts, people who haven't played in 80 years. When I first started playing Stadia, because I play fighting games and I'm always versatile. I would beat everybody. They used to call me the fighting cowboy. And I used to say to myself, yo, they all suck. Like, yeah, but we haven't played games. I haven't played since the Genesis. So what I'm saying to you, Jers, is so many people play Stadia that they don't even care. They just getting back into gaming. Yeah. For them, they're like, oh, I heard somebody on the video earlier. It was like, the pro game. That's why when I do my video, I say I'm gonna keep it real. They said the Stadia February Pro games was amazing. I was like, amazing, but it's people
To them.
they're not like, oh, Dying Light. They're like, Dying Light, what's that? They didn't even play the last Dying Light.
But did you see the PlayStation Plus games this February?
I know. I heard Forbes said that the Stadia's Forbes wrote in the magazine that Stadia's February lineup is killing PlayStation's February lineup. Forbes wrote that.
Yeah, the Xbox is not doing good with the Xbox Live either, but Game Pass overshadows that. So I mean,
that's the thing. Yeah,
because everyone believes now that Game Pass is Xbox. That's how I feel like because they've done all access and they implemented it well. But I feel like that people can't differentiate between Game Pass and Xbox consoles.
So this is where I do agree with Jersey though, Cowboy. All right, I disagree with you with this. I don't think as a consumer we have to have patience. We could demand whatever the hell we want. So as a gamer, I want a game on the best way possible. Point blank, period. The best way possible for me and the best way possible for my wallet. Jersey is able to get himself a freaking $2,000 computer. It makes sense for him to game the best way possible. If he loves Demon Souls, imagine Demon Souls on that freaking monster rig computer that he got. That's the best way possible, right? All I'm saying is that eventually the best way possible, in my opinion, is going to be the cloud. Because there's computer, the cloud computing and all kinds of crazy stuff that we're not even thinking about. That while it takes you time to upgrade your computer, or it takes Xbox or Sony time to put out another console, the cloud is updating. You know what I mean? So right now, Stadia is 7 teraflops or something?
What?
What is it? What is it? Well, 10.7 teraflops. Yeah, 10.7 teraflops, whatever.
We've learned from developers that flops don't mean nothing these days. It's the way it's optimized.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, in terms of like comparing it to power or whatever, eventually it's not even going to matter. It's just going to be, yes, it's way more powerful than anything else you have on hardware.
Doesn't the GFN have the 3080?
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, so and I seen that. I'm like, damn.
Because
they're serious now.
Just watch until like this narrative changes, because I feel like teraflops came from like a PC narrative.
Yeah.
Wait until the Steam Deck comes out and we hear the term portability optimized games, and then everyone's like, oh yeah, optimization is the best way to go. And you feel like, hasn't PlayStation, Xbox been doing this, and even the Switch, for years? And I feel like it's going to shift the narrative that it shouldn't be raw power. It should be how games are optimized to a service or platform.
Well, let me say this to you, Doc. So here's the funny thing, right? We could say all we want, and we could just say what I want, I'm a consumer, what I want. Do you not think Google did statistics? So let me ask you a question. We got people like Jersey that pay $2,000 for a computer. We got you that love Xbox, right? How many people do you actually think are Stadia subscribers or members? You think these diehard PlayStation and Xbox guys actually got a Stadia account? Or do you think it's more people that's like, I don't really care what game I play, I'm a tech enthusiast. Oh wow, you can play on there and you can play on there. How many people? So I get what you're saying. You're saying for you to be a Stadia guy, you need them to give you so much. But I bet Google did the statistics to say most of our player base aren't the guys that's like, you don't got Demon Souls, you don't got Dying Light. Most of their player base, I'm telling you, I'm in the Stadia community. Most of the people, they're just like, oh man, the February games was amazing. I'm like,
yeah, but Cowboy, it's not just the Stadia community, it's the cloud community as a whole, I believe, that I'm part of. But the whole point is that I didn't want to buy next-gen consoles. I didn't want to buy a 3080 because the narrative was that the services was in the clouds was going to provide me the games.
Right.
So I bought these subscriptions and I was totally happy with Stadia. I was totally happy with xCloud with day one dates. I was happy with GeForce Now. Until they started underdeveloping their library, that I started realising that there actually is still a need for local hardware. So that's when I started realising, yes, I can actually boast about a GeForce Now 3080, but they're not my games from Epic, GOG, Steam. And I believe that, yes, I was playing the great games on Stadia, such as Mortal Kombat 11 and Final Fantasy 15 and Dragon Quest 11, blah blah, until they started dropping the games. And same with Xbox. I was playing these great experiences on Xbox at 1080, maybe with upscaling with the Series X blades, until they dropped the games from their subscription. Then I realised, oops, I'm invested, but I'm sort of losing quite a lot. So I believe that it's better for a consumer to take a hybrid approach and sort of warm yourself into cloud gaming, because even though it is suitable for a lot of people, the games you want, it's not going to be for everyone.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying, is that first of all, it's been 2 years Stadia been around. Like, if you think a brand new company is going to have every game the 30 and 20-year company have, then that's shame on you. You know, I'm just saying. But I get it.
I'm actually gonna make a video about that, about how I'm thinking about things a little bit differently. Because I did say Google needs to buy something, but now I realize they don't. And I'll reveal in that video why I'm thinking the way that I'm thinking. So is what it is.
Yeah,
But hey guys, I gotta
your last couple videos. I'm like, yo, what's up with him in Stadia? Like, why all of a sudden he's doing all these Stadia videos? Like, yo,
I'm gonna
I'm
tell
sitting
you
in bed.
why. I'm gonna tell you why. I'll tell you guys why. You'll see my video. But I gotta head out, guys. I appreciate you guys.
All
right, man.
All right, peace.
Definitely.
So Cowboy, I feel like that you're like, you lean into it, that you like, if WWE 2022 doesn't come to the platform, you would complain. And I feel that's what I've been doing for like RPGs, especially towards GeForce Now. I love GeForce Now. I'm subscribed to it, but I feel like the narrative is they support what they call a PC narrative. And I'm like, well, I've been a PC narrative for 20 years, and you don't like me, and the games that I've established on a library, you don't like me. So then when people come to the cloud gaming, and I see my games go to xCloud, PSN, PlayStation Now, should I say, and Stadia, they'll, oh yeah, you would have them crap games, and I'm starting to think, wow, you're bashing me because I like the service, but I still support your service. So I feel that a lot of people need to dial back to see that, you know, everything that we play helps cloud gaming going forward.
That's a good point. Let me go to the chat. We've seen some good stuff in the chat. These guys are chatting it up. Talking about cloud gaming. I didn't want to get too much into this because I wanted to keep this on content creation, but we are, you know, we do create content about gaming. So
but,
I guess it was okay.
Cowboy, going on the point, like cloud gaming is that's the problem, that we can actually support our PlayStation Now, xCloud, Stadia, GeForce Now, but of course, as a creator, you have to realise that it's in the long haul. That even though you might see growth now, you might see growth in the future, and you have to realise that even though that you're growing as a platform, that you could be overshadowed by the greater platforms.
Oh, yeah.
So it's a risk and analysis how you want to invest. But if you see constant growth, then go with it. But if you're not seeing it, it depends on your hobby and skills to present your channel.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, it's a content creator. Yeah.
All right, Cowboy, Hoults, thanks for having me. I'm gonna head out, man. It's getting late for me. I gotta head to bed.
I got you, brother. Hey,
Right,
thanks for coming on,
having me
George.
on,
I appreciate it. I'm looking forward to your next video, man.
Oh yeah, thanks, man.
You got it.
So Jersey, finest. I know that you're the finest, not Cowboy. He's gone. Oh,
he's gone. Charit Man said he can't seem to get on. Yeah, the link, man, you just click the link, it'll work. But we're wrapping up anyway. I think we covered everything. So we covered the beginning, you know, why you should get into content creation, whether you should get good tech or not from the beginning. How do you handle issues once you become a content creator? And ultimately, like, what's your goal at wanting to become a content creator?
But I feel like that with the last message of the day is to focus on like cloud gaming. A lot of people focus on 1080, and a lot of people are focusing on 1080 displays and stuff like that. So I feel that maybe it should be focusing more on your hardware at what you can capture 1080, record at 1080. And because, you know, YouTube won't decompress you, Twitch won't decompress you and stuff like that. So I feel like if you can focus on them entrances of devices with your consoles or maybe cloud, and then you develop your personal skills and your streaming skills would actually help you in the long run than it would initially spending XYZ amount of money to believe that this hardware would help you, which it won't. So I feel like, practice makes perfect. Get, used to your consumer base, and, start practicing your, situations that you're going to talk about gaming.
Yeah. And I want to throw something in there that I didn't say. What I think is very important is interaction. So for instance, I just seen Brian said you need crossplay because you'll only be playing people on Stadia. So that's not competitive. Hey, listen, Brian, if I'm winning all the time, oh well. But I think what's really important is to interact. So when you're first small, like, dude, I could be able to read almost everybody comment, or at least click on everybody comment. So if I was like had thousands of subscribers, it might be hard. I think it's really
Cowboy,
important.
are you 13.5 laptop display? What display are you watching at?
15.6.
15. So for a lot of people that maybe that you sort of split the screen between display and chat might be a little bit too hard for certain people. So you should warm up to maybe have an extra screen where you could see like maybe a tablet or whatever.
Well, you know what I used to do? I still got my phone, so I could see my chat on my phone. So like when I'm game streaming and I'm actually playing a game, I got my phone right here.
Yeah,
so
I joined you years ago. Well, about 2 years ago, with your harmonica style neck brace,
Yeah.
and you were sort of looking down, playing Stadia, and you're like, okay, yeah. So maybe for a lot of people, it's like utilize what you've got because it'll actually be good enough. And maybe you've got a little crap mic, crap display. You can actually use software that can actually benefit you with upscaling. Then you actually would investing hundreds of dollars, thousands of dollars on it there.
This is what Hoults is talking about, guys. When I started streaming, this was me on everything. So I could see that.
Yeah, that's the person I knew. You were sitting there with playing this fucking. I thought it was a harmonica, and I was like, "What's that guy got?" And it was actually amazing that.
I just see. I love crossplay. Yeah, but interacting. I think we left that out. Interacting with your viewers, with your audience, is really important. It makes people feel in touch. When I watch somebody's video, I just want to hear them read my comments. Like
so, Cowboy, we have to realise that, say you're looking at your laptop display, that you could actually connect that device in front of you with a sort of arm, so you could look straight into the. Right. I'm not looking straight in the camera. But you could look straight in the camera, and you could actually out of focus. I mean, my camera's out of focus. My mic's out of focus. But if I actually got a camera on top of that microphone or a display, you could actually read comments without actually, losing contact with your audience.
Well, my only issue with that is, if you notice, I like to have, I like to be a little further back. I like to have more of my body. So I end up buying one of these because I could, whenever I would have to write, I would have to reach up. You'll see me going like this to write. So I bought a wireless. So if I put my phone,
is your body shot because of your webcam on the display you're using, or because when I use my webcam, I have to zoom in like 210% to get a headshot. If not, I'm sort of like wide angled. So it depends on your display. Do you want a wide angled approach?
I personally did that because when I first came around, I like to wear my cut sleeve shirt and show my arms. So I intentionally did that just because, I guess I'm what's the word again? I'm a narcissist or something. I don't know.
A cloud narcissist.
I'm a cloud narcissist. Stadia narcissist. Well, I love cloud regardless. Even if PlayStation Spartacus was great, they have to I support the cloud heavily. So wherever I'm at, it got to support cloud. So, that's my thing. But
the way I see it, for example, before we go, is like we're a heavy promoter of Stadia, but I've seen you play xCloud. I've seen you play titles from other cloud gaming. That if that platform evolves, I feel like you're friendly enough to evolve with it. And it wasn't the service that you promoting. It was the cloud aspect how we game. So
no, that's true.
I feel that.
But I will say this though, I am more of my personality, my pockets. I don't like to have more than one thing. I'm weird. I don't want to be on PlayStation and on Xbox. And like I used to, when I was younger, I had everything. Like I said, everybody came to my house. I had it all. But now I want and that's why I like Stadia. Stadia could do probably 4 out of 5 things really well. And that's why I stick with them versus something, let's say GFN might give me graphics, right? But it might not do the other stuff that Stadia does.
Well, I think I said this on your last podcast, or maybe I said it on a different podcast, but my brother just bought a PlayStation 5.
Yeah.
And he's got 8 games on his PlayStation 5. And he's maxed the storage because these games are like literally 80 to 150 gig per game. And he was like, I expected more. And I was like, well, what were you showing my son, which is my nephew? And he was like, cloud gaming. He was like, I didn't have to buy a PlayStation 5. And I was like, that's what I was saying to you. And he was like, so I'm stuck with a PlayStation 5 with 8 games. I was like, yes. Even though it's a physical console, I was like, yes, because the physical games still need to install on the hard drive and install updates. And he was like, so shouldn't I just go with clouds? And I was like, that's the narrative I've been trying to tell you. And it only took him to see the limitations of physical that he started realising that what he was using or his son was using on iPad or other systems on his PC, basic PC or whatever, was the best fidelity in gaming. So I feel like that we should start, using these terms to get people to at least try. And if it doesn't work, just wait a few years for your internet infrastructure, or other ways to play. But at the moment, it is actually a great way to play for a lot of people who. Yeah, I was going to say a lot of people that we have got the costs to buy local, but we just choose to have it. LGs, Samsung displays, LCLs, Fire Sticks, other portable devices like iPads, mobile phones, stuff like that. We've got other ways to play it, and that's amazing. And even though you might shun us now because you like to, directly play on your local hardware, this is the way of the future.
Yeah, definitely. But you know what? People need to just like what they like. Everybody liked physical DVDs, and eventually that's just the trend. Netflix and everything took over, and people still are able to do that. That don't mean that everybody's going to turn to it, but it's just like digital. PlayStation digital got so popular that they made a digital only console.
But I would like to say with this whole narrative of this stream is that we're not trying to put you off to go to cloud, because of course you could actually boot up your PlayStation 5 or Series X, use a camera, and you could actually stream as a podcaster or a streamer to Twitch or XYZ. So feel free to utilize what you've got in hardware, but sort of appreciate how it's going to evolve going forward.
Yeah, definitely. And people are talking about fighting games in the comments. King of Fighters 15 is coming out. I was never a King of Fighters guy. I had a friend that loved it, but I was never a fan of it.
Well, quickly just going over this, that I actually remember seeing last week I mentioned about Life is Strange not being confirmed for certain platforms. And I was like, okay, if you don't confirm for other platforms, I'm going to buy it on Stadia. And I seen King of Fighters being released next month, and I thought to myself, but I've not heard it be confirmed for other cloud platforms. Right. So I thought to myself, this is the time you need to hurry up, because if I do not hear that it's coming to cloud, I will buy it on local. So, like King of Fighters, you need to hurry up and establish this between your consumer base.
Wow, Brian said MK died after MK3. No. I disagree with that.
I mean, I love Mortal Kombat 3, but the whole point is if you see the rehash of Mortal Kombat 9 to 11, that is literally the Mortal Kombat 3, 4, 5 expansion.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, 9 was amazing. 10 was good too. I'm not the biggest fan of 11.
And I actually seen that today on the internet that Mortal Kombat 12 leaked. They sort of leaked some information, but I don't think it's enough to actually go off on one. but
Right.
it's just saying that it's in development.
Yeah, I seen that thing, but I didn't click on the video. But anyway, let's wrap this thing up, man. So content creation. What's one last thing you could say, Hoults, about being a content creator? Looking to be a content creator.
This is going to be very sad me saying it, right? But the answer is just do it. Just record your personality offline, and then when you're ready to sort of practice your speech and your personality and stuff like that, click record and go online, because that's my major regret. I'm always umming and ahhing, as and stuff like that. But if you've got something that you're passionate about, especially a game, hobby, skill, whatever, that you just click play and then just see how you can evolve your channel from then.
Yeah, and I just want to say, just do it. Same thing as Hoults. I say personally, grab just go live. Go get an ideal of what you want to talk about. Go live. The people who tune in, they'll help the show go along. They'll comment, read their comments, just socialize, just talk back to them. You'll have a dialogue, and the show will just flow, and don't worry about views. Don't worry about how many views you got. Don't worry about how many likes you got in the beginning. You just jump in and enjoy it. And then when it's over, you're like, I did it. You'll be so excited that you did it, that you'll want to do it again, but just don't super critique yourself, until you did it a while, grow. He said, Hoults, what the F are you drinking? Look, you could tell it's late where Hoults is at. What are you talking about, man? Think you muted.
No, I was asking Google what time's it, and I was like, wow, time flies.
Yeah, he said whiskey or Coke.
No, I am actually drinking Jack Daniels and Coke, by the way, since I started the pot. So I thought, like, if anyone else can mellow, I'm enjoying a drink. But
That's right. That's right. Well, my wife isn't home yet. She's out doing my daughter's hair. One of my daughters. So I'm gonna end the stream because I wanted to keep this on the topic, even though we veered a little bit. But keep this on the topic of hopefully people can watch this back and get some good nuggets about being a content creator. But let me talk about this real quick. Branding. Guys, when you figure, I wouldn't go so crazy about you need to have a logo and all that. Kind of figure out your personality and let it drive. You might change your logo a couple times.
Well, I'm just going to opt in here that I've actually spoke to a lot of cloud gamers that actually established themselves, and they've always said to me, Hoults, do not go for your logo because it costs money. Just use what you've got and get your personality involved, and then as you are more established in the community, then get a logo. I was one of that person that I thought, like, oh, I need a logo, I need a backdrop. I even actually developed Cloudmon. I actually developed like 5-6 Cloudmon, which was like Pokemon in like a cloud space. I was going to be Professor Cloud and stuff like that. But if you don't utilize that constructive idea, then it's always just going to push into a folder on your PC, which was what I done. So it was a waste of money and time. So the whole point is, the best thing is just to get out there and trying to establish a friendly user base before you actually start projecting visuals or audio help.
Yeah, I say just use what you have. Use what you have, mean do it, so then you will actually grow and form and evolve. Like Holt said, he got a bunch of stuff he made, 5 of them, but he didn't use them yet. Now he might have felt, oh, this is it. Or he might have changed. Like, look at me. I used to have my thing that says King of Content. I had all my different logos. Now I made it a little more simple. Like, you just got to do it. You just got to do it. But anyway, I think we done end the show like 3 times already. But guys, I'm gonna be playing some games. If you guys want to play some games, I'm probably gonna jump on Stadia and play some stuff. So hit me up on Discord or DM.
Before we go, you're gonna actually leads into issues, because look, I actually started a stream with a backdrop and I actually muted the video and I'd lost to my green screen. So you're going to lose issues. It's trial and error with how you set up. So always make sure that you've got the right lighting, video, audio sources, because you know what? The likes of Windows and other displays or other OSs, should I say, will actually always F you up. So always make sure you actually tune in with what you've got, because if not, these devices will always mess you up.
Oh yeah. And also you got to be able to just roll with the punches. Something go crazy, the light turn off, you just be like, oh, all right, and you got to keep going. You know what? One of the things I learned when I became an MC was when you're doing a wedding and you and the husband and bride, they know what's going on because you planned it with them. The audience don't. So when something get messed up, you don't have to point it out. Like, oh, I can't believe that happened. Some people probably didn't even notice a issue happened, but you just pointed it out, and now they notice it. You just flow with it, and you're the person that they're watching. So your charisma, your confidence is what leads things, right? So once you be like, oh, my controller died, then people are like, come on, man. But you be like, oh, my controller died. All right, whatever. So anyway, guys, I'll get on to that. You just keep flowing and don't disrupt your own show or stream. Yeah. Anything else, Hoults? I think we covered it all, man. All right. Well, with that said, guys, I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna play some games. If you guys want to play some games, Miss Herbero, you're gonna want to get whooped in anything, let me know. I'm going to just hit me up in my Discord or come to Stadia, all-purpose champ. And oh wait, I guess I did. Hoults, hold up. So the poll I ran, I asked everybody, do they think I should change my name? And let's just go to the poll real quick. So 83% said keep it as all-purpose champ, and 15% says all-purpose cowboy.
I mean, I asked at the start, so it's unfair for people that tuned in, but of course, it is still the narrative. I am your father.
I'm glad you remember that.
So, you know what I mean? It's, I am your father, I love The Mandalorian, I love the Book of Boba Fett and stuff like that. I've got this t-shirt. I am your Valentine.
Nice. That's what I thought.
So, I believe a lot of people should have guessed that, but it was a bit of fun in chat, in case you guessed it. Of course, I'm your #1 cloud enthusiast. That's what it should have been, but hey.
That's right. All right, well, guys, with that said, next time I see you guys, and now your mama knows.
And now your mama knows.
Bruce, unleash the baby god dragon!